so welcome back for another Pathfinder 2 storyline. Characters have hit 7th level.
We are mighty.
Which is not bad for 133 sessions on the Friday night.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is Season 7, Episode 1, which means I'll be updating it on the splash screens as we go, because I've actually put it down as Season 6, Episode 25. But hey, all these fun things happen. Okay, so online today we have Jeremy.
Good evening all. I'm playing Garthok Kalingamol, the Danish archaeologist, and now Master Surgeon, or Master Barber, that's his original background. But yes, keen and interested in all things Thassilonian and one of the Pathfinder's foremost experts on the topic. Just ask him.
I'm sure he'll...
He also throws around potions.
Also online today we have Josh.
Or not.
Hello. I am Josh. I'm a Harry Potter, the roughest wizard known to man, and even more buff than when after this last session.
And Mia in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here in the background, yes. She's gonna say goodnight.
Good night, Mia.
Good night.
Night. Up next we have M.
Hello, I play Jasper, resident cat, astrologer, seer of the stars, and hopefully even more prophetic in that.
And I'm sure that he's also a shiny hunter.
Shiny hunter?
I hunt the shinies.
Unlike the Pathfinder version, I'm sure it doesn't really matter what shiny.
Shiny stars. Shiny familiar. More feathers.
And at the table today we have Peter.
Greetings. I'm playing Lord Willy One Kenobi, human monk from Yangahoff. Married to Ruby One Kenobi, leader of the Hell Knights, pretty much everywhere as far as I can tell. Yeah, and we're doing a job for my wife, it appears.
And lurking online today we have Chris, who won't be responding because he doesn't have a microphone. Okay, so did anyone remember where you're up to in the story?
So the last thing I remember was the fact that having gone down to try and retrieve the remains of a previous resident of Sandpoint, who may have had some information about some of the problems and issues that were going on in town. Some of the party got distracted and it went exploring other areas into a nice fascinating Thassilonian wood we found. But we concluded having got the remains back out up to the surface to see the priest, so the priest would then conduct a ritual upon the bones and remains of the Ashamar, I think it was previously said.
Yep.
And they got to talk a lot to the this Ashamar resident or ex-resident, but evidently Garth didn't really pay attention to what the ghost was saying. He reported to the ritual itself. So I'll just describe what the ghost was saying.
I'm sure it was important to someone.
Well, Parry led the conversation, did an astoundingly good job. So hats off to him. I wonder if he remembers what the conversation was about.
it was building a lot of obviously empathy behind the spirits, basically saying how we believe that she was mistreated and discussions behind they believe that they're an archangel, but shouldn't angels be forgiving for those who have done wrong deeds?
Except she's not really an angel, she's part angel.
Well, yeah, part angel.
Part angel who then chose to take on Lamastu as her patron, the mother of monsters, because she was rejected by the community that raised her, who also abused her.
She felt she had been rejected anyway.
Oh no, they literally threw rocks at her in the street. Yeah. They would beat her up as a child. And she was badly abused by the priest of the town, who she then murdered while burning down the temple that was there.
Yeah.
Which is why
she had her. She felt she had her.
Well, I'm sure.
What you feel is important.
And hey, the party was there for the completion of the cathedral and returning the Star of Desna just in time for a goblin raid many sessions ago, where Parry got the biggest kill count of children that day.
Yep. Although Doozer was giving him a run for his money.
Doozer was.
How dare you say my name in vain? I totally killed all the goblins, and no one told me otherwise.
Your kid killing numbers were so small compared to Parry's. They're rookie numbers. You really needed to put the effort in.
Yeah, am I 1 to how many? 30?
Okay, I'll see if I can actually send off a picture for you guys so you can actually see what's going on. Okay, do I actually have... It's always fun when you go, I think I've got that. Well, then you look for it and go, I seem to have misplaced it. Okay, so there is a page on with a write-up from a interesting party who sent you a letter.
Okay.
Which starts off with faithful friend, realizing it's not written directly to you. It's probably been handed on to you by someone else. Because we all know that amongst the group, the only original ones who would have got it are Willie and Parry. Says, your sisters and brothers of the esteemed Palatine Eye are at a loss. We need the assistance of a specific expert, but to get it, we need help from you. To explain, 2 years ago, from an ancient tome in Katapesh, which was probably about a year ago, hey, I think that was where Doozer got the Doom to Die aspect.
That sounds about right.
Our agents retrieved a most sinister gem called the Countdown Clock. Within it, its facets dance shifting runes that chronicles the elapsing of time. Our scholars have recently determined that these shifting runes are coming, counting down to a year not too far away. Let me see what level is that, so I can give you a rough year.
About 14 years from now.
Okay, so 17th level, so you're level 7, so that makes that 5 years from now. So it says in 4716. No pressure.
We're 5 years. Yeah.
It's someone else's problem, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
This is most alarming, which is amusing. It's actually only 2 years off from the one in the book. So not so bad. This is most alarming, for we have also learned that this year is a year of significance to the Dominion of the Black. Beyond these facts, we are stymied. The Paladin I needs to know what we face. Specifically, we need the research skills of one Dr. Verid Oskala, Ustalev's foremost expert on the Dominion of the Black, and a Volta professor of the Sinkamati School. The good doctor, however, is not currently in residence at his post. We understand that he has gone on sabbatical to Sombrefelll Hall, a manor his family owns on the southwestern shores of Lantern Lake. Some say that his research into the Dominion has left his mind in a delicate state. If there were any other way to thwart the evils we face, we would not bother the good professor. Along with a group of like-minded and pious partners we've assembled, we ask you to travel to the professor's retreat and humbly ask for his aid. Dr. Oskala knows the horrors of Dominion would visit on us better than anyone, and he respects those dedicated to thwarting them. He is, by all accounts, a religious man, and we hope he will listen to you considering our case, and help us, despite the rest he is undertaking. Please, without delay, meet with the others of at the Hungry Fog in Rosenport Square on Earth Day, noon. Gather the supplies you need and travel together to Sombrefelll Hall to beseech the doctor. Should he agree, we can arrange for a stipend to pay him for his services. We humbly request your utmost clarity. We know not what we face, nor is there time to waste. Yours in the unexplained, the I, and with a extra note written on there. Hey Willie, you can sort this out, can't you? Ruby.
What? No. Love or anything, it's just Ruby.
Just Ruby.
That's how I know it's my wife. Okay.
She's rarely long for words, and when she is long for words, something's about to go bad.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've got X's and O's after Ruby for you.
Well, then it's not my wife. Well, I guess it is what it is. I look at Zarthrop and, well, actually, the rest of the party, really, and go, who knows anything about the Black? What the hell is that?
Or, okay,
It's well customized.
Zarthrop will be curious over to the everything about the countdown clock or whatever.
Sure, give me an appropriate law.
Wow. You get Thassilonian at all?
You can use it.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Because hey, if it's not Thassilonian, it's not going to be anyway, so. 13 plus... total of 19. Sorry, 29. On Thassilonian law.
And we have 2 deliveries.
Felt that they had to play their role as Druzzle and Idris, even though this is the right
Actually,
world
sorry.
setting.
31.
That's funny.
They're very adaptable.
Okay, so yes, you have heard of the Black. It's an equivalent D&D term would be the Void, or the space between stars, where cosmic horrors like to lay in wait to make people think funny thoughts and then head explodes.
Because
Did someone say stars?
they do
I know all about the stars.
they do actually have Cthulhu and all those.
They are in Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Pathfinder is horror.
I can tell you all about the stars. And if there's black things in the stars, I'm sure I can find out. The stars will speak to me.
Yeah, they're called sunbox.
Well, I guess.
And Thassilonians did worship the cosmic horrors.
Why?
Because they appreciated sin.
I said, it's like they worship them. Didn't they consider themselves gods themselves? Acknowledge them.
Well, the Thassilonian pantheon are the 7 gods of sin, and it's unclear whether these gods were actually cosmic horrors or more similar to what people are. But they did go into depravity quite highly.
All right. Well, does everybody have what they need before we head off?
Do we know where this... What was it? It was a lake or something that the guy was supposed to be staying at?
Well, firstly, we're supposed to go and pick up some hangers-on, according to the message.
Oh, was it? Sorry, I thought it was like, yeah.
And we'll see
You know, I talked to...
Once we get the hangers-on, then we move off to the lake.
Okay, yeah.
Now,
So the important part is, do we know where we're going? To think about what we need.
Well, you know it's in Ustalev.
And what do we know about this life?
Just trying to figure out how close it is to where you are.
that's the one that had the Whispering Tyrant, isn't it?
That is correct. Okay, so you know how there's a mountain range and a great plateau, and then mountains surrounding most of that plateau.
In Varisia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you go between where the two mountains are almost touching, that will take you through Belkzen, I think that's how you pronounce it, Belkzen.
Belkzen, yep.
And then that leads you into Ustalev, and you follow Ustalev in a sort of eastern direction. You'll eventually find Lake Enkathar Thathan.
Okay.
I
love how my mouth just can't get the letters to form a sound.
Oh, yeah. They,
Sounds like Pathfinder to me.
yeah, they like to make it difficult.
And one of the rivers that feed into that one is the Lantern Lake, which passes through the forest of Vales instead of Veals, because hey, I'm sure young deer would be so much better than things that cloud you.
Well, sounds like the gnome knows where we're going. So, do we have what we need so we can head off?
You just have to stop past a orc country.
In Belkzen or
The nation before Ustalev is orc country, which is
Belkzen, yeah.
Belkzen. And then there is the village of Erglin, which is the stopping point between leaving Varisia and heading into the orc nation. And that's an orc-occupied town.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, that was where Doomsday came from.
Oh, that should be a good thing.
I'm sure you can bring along one of your nice orc warriors with you.
I don't have any nice orc warriors.
And then they'll probably say it doesn't have to be nice.
I was going to say, yeah.
I don't even have unnice orc warriors.
That's because nice orc warriors don't exist.
But is it an open town?
It is an open town.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's going to anyone to come in, whether they get out of here.
Whether they get to leave afterwards, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was the place we were heading to before we headed off to the lake?
Okay, so the place you're heading to beforehand. Rosenport, it says.
So are we back in Magnemar when we get this message?
You are in Magnemar when you get this message.
Okay. Are the Pathfinders providing transportation of any sort? Or a couple of to get there?
Yes, they are providing transportation of a sort.
Okay, that's an interesting way to put it. Of a sort.
You each get a horse, mule, or pony of your choice.
Okay.
Because hey, I'm sure traveling through the wilds of the Cinderlands will not kill you.
Well, that is what I'm looking at is that we're going to go all the way across Varisia and then Belton into Utsala. We've got a bloody long way to go.
You're talking about maybe about 2-3 months travel.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Unless of course you can find some faster way there.
Well, it's what I'm asking whether or not there was. Being provided.
They do not have any portals in Ustalav because portals in Ustalav tend to stay in Ustalav.
Yeah.
So, any of our wizards got any kind of magic that might get us there a bit faster?
I mean, at the very least, I would suggest that we want to try and get on a ship to get to Korvosa or Taylor's Cove or something like that. Initially, because the ship will travel a lot faster across the east-west of Varisia. And then we also double check to make certain that the Queen has done something particularly bad in the last couple of months.
Yeah.
In fact, it's only been a couple of weeks since we're there, wasn't it?
It has been a couple of weeks, yes. Well, actually, probably about 2 to 3, about 2 months since you left Korvosa.
Yeah.
So you can also take the riverboat from Magnemar down the river next to the Mush Fens and take Lake Sirantula and then the river system up to Karmagar. I'm sure that won't have any flashbacks for some of the characters.
Well, unfortunately, Cornar's grandma's already headed over the North Pole, I think.
Well, she's heading for something called Brainwall.
Oh, okay, so Jeff's got as far as the North Pole yet, huh? But even so, it's not like the party has that connection to actually travel, so... Yeah. I mean, well, it's certainly something that, either we want to travel by river or travel by ship to at least cover the initial part of the journey. Because otherwise it's a bloody long walk. It's still a bloody long walk.
Well, anything we can do via ship, I'd be most interested in, yes.
Riverboat will probably get you there faster.
Riverboat's
Because
good.
you're likely to be caught up by the Queen at Korvosa.
Yeah, like I say, if we were going to go by ship, I think we probably would go to Palmer's Cove, like the Cornwall Cruise, the Cornwall Cruise is a little bit closer. But, yeah.
And introducing Ross.
Hello! I am... See? Who am I?
And
So many times I need to find out which version of myself am I. What? Excuse me.
We're not playing Mysteria, we're playing Pathfinder.
Which would be quite interesting because that would put you in the Forgotten Realms. Because Mystria is the goddess of magic of Hyrule.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much the difference of an A makes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are playing Asbin.
As been, as was, as soon to be, one of those characters. Yes, cleric of charisma.
I'm sure you will eventually be Hamlet.
Watching the almighty Willie Obi-Wan Kenobi, or whatever it is.
Willy Wonka Kenobi.
Willie Wonka Kenobi, the chosen one. To
The,
see if he actually able to fulfill his destiny.
What destiny?
the field commander of the Hell Knights.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't apply enough strength impression.
Oh.
Would you
That's
like
right,
to
you're
give
in the
Ross
service
that
now,
one?
aren't you?
Yep.
Wanting to push down at least
Yes.
So yeah, Ross, we've been given a mission by my wife to assist the Palatine Eye to get some help from some professor guy. We're going to travel to a town, pick up some hangers-on, then go to wherever he is on a lake and ask him to help.
What's you with bloody water? Have we got the crazy note with us?
We do.
Okay.
No, you haven't got the crazy name, you've got Carfront.
Okay, Zarfroth, no electrical bombs. So we do not want to have what happened last time.
So what I'm hearing is incendiary bombs perfectly fine on the river.
The incendiary bombs are quite really. I don't really see how they could work in water.
Are you trying to explain to Zarfroth how electricity and water mix? He knows perfectly well how well they mix.
Well, he didn't know last time he bloody threw one.
Well, he did. He just didn't care.
He knew exactly how it would work because he knew that they would be providing the inner effect beyond the door.
He counted on it. He just didn't mind getting caught in the explosion.
Yes. Okay, that's right. We're fully healed, so.
You're also level 7.
Yeah, I've got that.
But yes, but irrespective, the travelling on water is actually a fairly small part of the trip. It's going to go across the entire width of Varisia, then across the next whole country of Belzer, to then get into the country of Ustalath and heading towards. And Martin, as a player, I've got a vague memory that Ustalath is one of those undeadable countries. Is that accurate? Is that
That
something
is
the characters know
correct.
about?
That is correct.
And it's something the characters know about?
It is something they would know about. Because
Yeah.
many Pathfinders get lost there on a regular basis.
They're big on vampires, aren't they?
No, the vampires are big on them. They rule. I'm sure a priest of Varisia will love Ustalath.
So that is your final destination as I go to there. So you've got a Sombrefelll Hall, but you're meeting people at Rosenfort. And to give you some idea of where you've got to get to.
We're off to the left, aren't we?
Yeah, we're almost on the map.
All the way left. Oh, bloody hell.
I think we have a long way to go.
There we go. We've managed to get both of the where you're going and your destination, where you're leaving from on the map. So you are currently all the way over here. You can take this little follow the hand river all the way up to here. Then technically you can take the river up to here. Then you'd have to go across the desert, jump on another river, go down here. Then you choose whether you cut across this way or take it into the bay and then go up, because all the way over here is where you're intending to go to meet your person.
Jesus.
I don't think anyone's died and been brought back for that trip.
I'm getting the feeling my wife doesn't want to see me for quite a while, and I'm wondering why.
What have you done wrong?
I know, right?
You should have brought flowers. Never ask the question, do I bring flowers? The answer is always.
I always, well, not always, but I often bring my wife presents.
Okay, so
Let me know what it tastes like.
I'm hoping coffee.
No, but bitter, sour, normal, because you did the compression over me. Martin doesn't like mango, so you get.
Oh, then I'll swap you.
You'll swap me?
Yeah, I've got I put a white can in the fridge.
But
So I'll
not
swap
too
them.
bad at all.
Okay, so you're doing it. Will work out. Sorry
Okay.
to interrupt. Presume
Thank
you
you.
don't want a coffee.
No, I'm good.
So, considering a couple of months have passed, what has... we'll start off with Parry. What did Parry do in the 2 months you had to yourself before being shanghaied? Technically, I think it was just 2.5 to 3 months you had to yourself.
Harry would have Harry would have studied more on the Runelords report and somehow connecting to the two dots in the sky.
Which 2 dots in the sky you're worrying about?
Wasn't there something in the report about 2 suns being in the sky and someone tried to investigate it and then disappeared?
Quite possibly.
There's like 2 suns, 2 moons, or 2 black dots. I can't remember what it was.
Wasn't that the rock that fell into the ocean? Or am I misunderstanding?
That fell in near Riddleport.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one that the most previous time you were investigating.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is I thought that was what Parry was talking about. Or,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Either way, he's investigating the mysterious rune gate in Riddleport and all the weird wonderful things that are happening there.
There are a lot of weird and wonderful stuff happening there.
That's a good call, Josh. I like that. That's good.
Okay, so yes, you've spent some time. Your mentor has spent much time in the gym with you discussing stuff. And he's getting impressed with your definitions and your statements. So, what did Jasper do for about 2.5 months?
He would have stayed around Sandpoint and learned all about this area and how the constellations are different here, and just generally sort of integrating himself into the people in town, and just sort of learning their stories and anything to do with astrology in that aspect. Like when people were born, like how when they were born, you know, like under what stars, phase, moon, that kind of thing, and they'll be like journaling all that.
Okay, so you end up with quite a few people coming to you with inane questions over that period of time. Asking you to predict the future because, hey, you're asking about star signs. So you must know what's going to happen on the following day.
Should I? Yeah.
I see a niche market.
Of course, I also expect you to get it right.
Who's going to win the Sandpoint Cup?
Well, if I can make predictions, I'll try my hardest, but I give no guarantees.
Many of them are asking what's the special numbers going to come up in the next Magnum Lotto.
Again, no guarantees, but we'll see what they say.
Okay, so you just keep making up numbers for everyone? Or do you use the same number and if it does come true, everyone gets a pittance because so many people entered?
No, there'll be a bit of math involved. And actually taking into account, day of month, phase of moon. Dependent on that would be dependent on the numbers picked.
But once you pick the numbers, do they change or do they not change?
Oh, no, they'll change.
Over the period of 2 months, I used to see change because it started with
And I'm sure the annual draw, the numbers will all be perfect.
Yeah.
And by the time it happens, I'm sure you're long gone.
Until we come back, because we will.
and the people have long memories.
Especially when you cost them money.
And
If you just ask certain half
And what has Zarthrop been doing in all that time?
well, I mean, obviously, having discovered a new Thassilonian ruin site underneath Sandpoint, he is studying and expanding his understanding of that location, possibly having attempted to dig away through to the lighthouse, or at least not necessarily the lighthouse wall. We recognise that apparently he was the focus, the release point of the focus that he discovered under the graveyard. And as part of that, I think, wasn't there some specific group that was in Sandpoint that had connections with the study of the Thassilonian stuff?
There were quite a few. There was a few libraries on Thassilonian.
Yeah, but I thought there was actually a group that definitely had some inclinations in that way. But yeah, either way, he's certainly spending his time in Sandpoint, researching Thassilonians that he's gone from there, and noted the fact that, obviously Sandpoint has it's a bit of a minor hub of the Thassilonian Empire, so it's worth going through.
They even have the book, so you want to learn Thassilonian.
Thassilonian for idiots.
Written by a certain Z. Kalengamol.
Is that your character's father?
No. Zarthrop Kalengamol.
I know when you said Z, I thought, well, hey, it could actually be a different Z.
But also one of the aspects that would be interesting about researching that particular site is the apparent connection between the demon worshipping cultures with since they had the Abraxas, like the shrine and homage to Abraxas, as well as a couple other demon lords, as to trying to establish exactly whether they've since taken over the wall, or whether the Thassilonians had connections in that sort of sense as well. So.
And then that brings us to Ross and Asbin.
Probably getting a little bit more knowledge of the my medicine and that. Since I was very successful in some areas.
And you haven't really been on this world for too long.
Yeah. The other thing is, how do you get rituals?
Rituals are a lot harder to get, and I will have to look that up later.
Yeah, I'm probably trying to work out if I can get any rituals. Because I've got a nice spell with the talking corpse. I'm going, that's more like a ritual, because it takes 10 minutes to cast the bloody spell.
Yes, but an actual ritual is basically a spell that will require more than one caster to get off.
Okay, fair enough.
Rituals in Pathfinder are big spells.
Okay, in that case, probably not to worry about that part then.
I'm sure you can get many people to do platitudes to Pharasma for you. Okay.
And I've got the general feat, advanced first aid. So I'll pick that one up.
And what does that do for you?
Your use of medical training. Unwarranted sickness or to a short fit. Basically, I use medicine to stabilize characters, stop bleeding, also reduce allies' frightened or sickening condition by 2. Or remove it entirely if I do a critical success. But I can only do one condition at a time.
And I'm assuming it's requiring your medical kit to do.
This is Master in Medicine, which I am. Use your medical training. Doesn't talk about a healing kit. Yeah, it's whatever you put in there.
I was going to say, the problem with the fact that if you use medical training, presumably they're actually implying first aid type check or something.
And if if it says a specific action is used, then that action will tell you what is required.
Yeah. So if you usually administer first aid check,
and when you use medicine to administer first aid, yeah, so basically it's whatever I require normally to stabilise a character. So
Ross, it's not that, it's whatever the administer first aid action requires, because medicine has different requirements based on what you're actually doing. Every skill can have a different requirement for the action.
PC1, I'm not sure what...
That's player grade 1.
Yeah, but it does say, administer first aid, you have to be wearing or holding a healer's toolkit. And one of the actions you can do with this first aid is stabilise. So, yeah.
So instead of stabilising or stop bleeding, I can get rid of the frightened or sickening condition.
Yes, you just have to have the first aid kit handy to do so.
Nice. Yeah.
Which is something that you can remind people when they have sword and shield, the sort of thing. It's like, hey, I missed the first aid. Okay. What do you drop?
Yeah.
It's like, what? Well, you're currently holding stuff.
It's alright.
And apparently, you spent your downtime leveling, and that was basically it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as we move on, you have...
You don't want to know what I was doing?
What were you doing? I'm assuming you were busy with... I also got a bit distracted by the leveling as the information.
I'm not doing anything exciting. I train, but for the majority of my free time while I train, I want to spend time with the kids and the wife.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do.
You should be visiting your wife and giving her flowers.
And hey, you actually get a visit from a certain monk from Runelords.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
More than happy to teach you some of the special punch moves.
But I haven't got him the giant horse-sized crayfish or lobster.
He is hearing about your renown, and he wants to make sure that still happens.
Okay, I thank him.
So he does go for the best nerve punch there is.
So what was having a montage?
Yeah, pretty much.
montage of jump punch and low blow.
That's it.
I'm sure that training regime will just be interesting.
Yeah. See, I was hoping to spend quality time with my wife, but there's a good chance that's not going to happen.
I'm sure she's in the background just watching and loving the entire training regime as you're having to practice on the instructor while he practices on you.
And when I'm done, the chances of any kind of closeness, shall we say, with my wife is a non-starter.
Well, there is magic. It just causes it to hurt for some time.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there anything special your characters are getting for your river trip? As a riverboat has been acquired.
Yeah, certainly if Paddy Albert, Zarfox was encouraging the idea of the travel line with the road to pay.
Yeah.
It means he might have the opportunity to pop back home to Fiddleworth on the way past.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. Anything that means I don't have to walk. Or ride a damn horse.
No, I don't believe we've got the Sandpoint Devil coming with you yet.
Yet.
Who knows? I'm sure each of you has a choice of horse, donkey, or pony.
But just the fact that you can give on the ride a damn horse.
And I like horses.
But hey, you didn't pick it out. Someone picked it out for you.
Mm.
Okay, certainly.
What do you actually use to ride a horse with?
My fist.
And
Okay, Conan.
Pretty much. And no, it's not a camel.
And amusingly, the horse that you do see with Willie's gear on it seems to have more muscle than anyone else in the party. It's bulkier than all the other horses you see.
But it's not Jerky the horse.
That's because it's on steroids.
Oh, I hate that horse. I hate it so much.
This is the horse with attitudes, isn't it?
This is the shithead horse.
This is the horse with barbarian levels.
Yes.
It is something that happens.
And my wife thinks she's being funny.
She is.
So
She's laughing her ass off. I'm just not laughing.
So to avoid kicking distance, it is like what 25 feet, so or whatever to avoid the charge range.
You can move more than that. It's a horse.
Yeah. Of course.
I don't believe you can move far enough on the riverboat to avoid its kicking distance.
Yes, once you're on that boat.
And I don't believe a wall would also protect you.
I just do my best to avoid it. I do my best to avoid it.
Okay, so you have about 10 days travel up the river, taking you to Karmagar. And nearly every morning, Willie opens the cabin door to a horse staring at him.
Morning, horse face.
And then it just does the walk past and flicking with the tail. And a splattering surprise.
I wonder if my wife would get angry if I pushed it overboard.
So, does anyone have any plans for your river trip? Because we do have a gnome saying we should stop by my family's place in Sippelrose.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that as long as we're not there for an inordinate amount of time.
Should only take you about a week out of your way.
I don't want to do that. It's too
About
too far.
About 2 days north from the river, and about 2 days back to the river, and then just having to wait for another boat if your boat's moved on.
Nah, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
But does Zarthrop do that?
Okay. because I thought we're working on the idea of, yep, there might be the opportunity to go via home. If they haven't the opportunity all the time, then he understands. If there is the opportunity for Tim to make a detour and then catch up at some point, or like if there would be a viable way for him to catch up relatively quickly afterwards, then he'd probably look at it. But if it's not, again, he understands.
I am sure your character can catch up because they're only human. Mostly.
Yeah. Technically, if you're on foot, they're coming faster than I do.
Yeah, but how competent could they be compared to a gnome?
That's right. Okay, certainly considering the fact that we're talking a 2 or 3 months of travel, Sandpoint, we certainly the opinion that, hey, yep, a few days or a week out there, you've got time to catch up. But
You can.
So, what did you need to go there for?
It's home.
Okay, so your home, are they more like more of you?
It's the gnomish homeland of the main gnomish settlement of Varisia.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, is it the more? Yeah, I know some gnomes, but I'm just wondering if his family is just as crazy
Ross,
as he is.
it's not just some gnomes, it is the gnome settlement of Varisia.
Okay.
You'll be hard pressed to find non-gnomes there.
Okay, so we all have our disadvantages with the doors.
oh, okay, he's not telling anyone else to go there. And okay, when we work out the travel plan, it doesn't look like you'll be able to catch up again, then you wouldn't go.
So,
But
yes, okay, so we have an option of having a week without the crazy gnome.
Roughly. Depending on what sort of transportation the gnome can get.
Well, I'm happy for that. It means that we have less chance of being exploded.
Well, the main thing is he can leave behind on the ship anything he doesn't want to carry through the forest.
If you're going to head off, Zarthrop, you might need a nice big strong horse to carry you where you're going.
I've got a pony.
You sure you don't want a really big horse? It's really quick, it's really fast. It'll get you there really quick.
Look a bit big for me.
Oh, no, it's a horse. Just means it's not carrying you.
Exactly. That's why I said pony.
Oh, come on, man, take the horse.
I believe he's got a puppy.
I do have a pony. I don't need pony.
I think that'll add to the persuasion.
Willie seems depressed that you're not taking the horse with you. He's like, oh.
So you do more like the horse chooses who rides it?
And you do hear a horse snickering in the background. And the main reason it's been called Jerky the Horse is Willie has been threatening to turn him into Jerky since he met him.
Now, the horse is a jerk. Beat me unconscious the first time I met it. Bloody horse.
How?
What do you mean, how? It's got these big hooves.
In other words, kicks you, not beats you.
Well, no, it also did headbutt. It is a barbarian after all.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it body slammed me out of the barn I was in at the time as well. The horse is a jerk, man.
You ever tried to do something nice for it? Sounds like you just introduced yourself terribly to it.
It gave me attitude right from the word go.
You
Don't try to defend the horse.
You hear the voice of Doozer in your mind going, "You were the jerk first."
No, I was not. Shut up, Doozer.
Did you say that out loud?
Probably. Willie's not one of those keep it internal monologue sort of people.
No. Shut up. Shut up, Doodle. Shut up.
So, are you being haunted by past friends?
If
Do you need to be exercised?
I think the word friend's a little bit strong there, buddy.
okay, if that statement's made, I'll go up to the round, you might give a significant book over and with the implication of anything I'm crazy.
So yes, Ross, your character can exercise these spirits and doom them to hell. I'm sure that as being may end up there not long afterwards, but you can do it.
Yeah.
Because the only reason they're not currently doomed to hell is because
I forgot that exercise actually sends them to hell, not sends them to be judged.
No, the whole thing, it doesn't send them to hell, is the fact that they have already been claimed. And only because of Willie's promise are they not in hell.
Did I make a promise?
You did.
Did I?
Regarding both Doomsday and Sparky.
What's it to do with the dagger?
The dagger has nothing to do with Doozer.
No.
Okay.
Doozer's something else, but both of them revolve around the same thing. I think. Like, that's what I hope.
The same devil.
Yeah.
Just an important detail. One that I'm sure you'll get back to one of these days.
My wife will make sure of it, shall we say.
Okay, so by the time you hit Lake Tarantula,
the waters are getting quite choppy with some sort of storm that happens in the winter.
Okay.
Quite a heavy storm, forcing most of you undercover.
I have a chat to the captain, and are you concerned about what's coming, or?
He just wrote saying, we'll either sink or swim.
That's a very accepting. Okay. All right.
He says, on the right side, he's got enough lifeboats for the crew.
There's no room for the horse in there, is there?
No.
Awesome.
He says, I'm sure as a passenger you'll be fine.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
I think that problem went over his head. The fact that this says I don't enough lifeboats for the crew.
No, I'm fine. I don't mind.
It's confident you swim.
No, I think he can walk on water. So water seems to have an aversion to him.
He's never tried walking on water. Plus, if he did have water, he did have an aversion to him, he'd have a hard time keeping hydrated.
Yeah. And no, I've swam in water, so I do sink.
Mm-hmm.
But I move very easily in it.
You do. Okay, so at the 10-day point, you find yourself at Karmagar. You've been given the option of taking the lift or taking the path.
Wasn't the path the horrible thing where the monsters get you?
That is correct.
You only have a guide with you that will protect you from the monsters.
Unfortunately, they were dissolved by the Friday night party.
Oh,
Because they called upon them to save them from the masters of Karmagar and basically threw them under the bus.
Yeah.
And got the entire Duskwalker society thrown out of Karmagar and dissolved.
That was hilarious.
So there is absolutely no one to help you on the path.
and you guys are going back to Karmagar?
Well, we didn't do it.
And besides, Willie's the only living member besides Parry who were actually here at the time. And
But basically, I was thinking Willie was part of that party.
but they weren't the ones who did the crime.
No.
It was one specific character that did the killed one of the nobles of the city.
Yeah. But
Was that Harry?
No.
No, it was a character who was going on in the campaign. So
Yeah.
the
Okay.
but I'm still always thinking the fact that yes, if Willie was connected with that character, whether or not he wants to be seen in Canada.
I've been there before, and there didn't seem to be an issue. Things may have changed, but not as far as I'm aware.
There are a couple of graves at the base of the cliff where the witches are.
So,
And they appear to have been a former party member's family,
oh shit, really?
having been tossed off the cliff.
I liked his mother.
Well, he did say he did challenge the city.
I liked his mother, and I also didn't mind his sisters either.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I was going to stop in and say hi. Oh well.
And apparently there's quite a few members who died not long after you left.
Oh well. It gives the church a reason to enact some of their policies, I guess. Policies isn't the right word.
Though apparently there's now a festival mid-year every year regarding the tossing of the families off the edge.
Oh shit. Okay. That's pretty bad. Okay.
With notes saying that if you displease the city, it may not just be a ceremonial toss.
So they're throwing people off in effigy to start with, but with the possibility of it actually, yeah, okay.
One of those things of if you don't behave, that may be you next time.
Yeah, the warning is there.
And some people get the warning where they're tied up and held at the cliff face.
No, please, no.
But if they ever then mess up a second time, there's no warning.
Yeah. I don't really think we should take the path. If we can take the lift, that might be the better way to go. What do people think?
The path does have a sign saying proceed at own risk.
Yeah.
And then they have a thing on wills and last rites that has to be signed and waived before you can head up the path.
Okay. So yeah, looks like we're taking the lift. All right.
Do we need to go into this place? This does not sound like a very friendly place at all.
Well, looking, there is a mile-long cliff that goes up, and you're at the base of it.
It's basically the only pathway, like the only access point to get onto the plateau.
And based on where you're going, the only other way requires you to go longer through the desert to reach Erglin. If only you had a guide. But hey, Parry and Willie have been there once. When they were level 2.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a long time ago.
I warn people, and the street food's very suspicious. Be careful what you eat. The troll, I think it wasn't too bad. If you like that sort of thing.
Unless of course you try and take a riverboat through Gandalf and go off through the Wine City Mountains instead of over the land. But
You can try, but there is the dwarves do not let people pass through.
yeah.
Mainly because most of that pass through is mountains that's inaccessible to everyone else.
Yeah, fair enough. Does or has Zarth not pulled back up to the party again by the time they get climbing or going up the other Kilimanjaro?
Well, you're able to meet them at Karmagar because, hey, because you didn't take too much with you, you can literally portal there.
Yep. Easy going.
Just that you can't take lots of gear with you through portals.
Yep. I will meet you in Kilimanjaro then. That's easy.
Sweet.
And yes, you end up arriving at Karmagar about a week before the others.
Were they delayed, were they? In the expected arrival time?
Well, technically, if I say they take 10 days to reach Karmagar, you probably left them at about day 3 or 4, and you would have gotten to Karmagar then by about day 8 or 9.
Yeah. Equally, if I hear they'll be able to portal from Simple Road to Kilimanjaro, then ideally I'd spend some more time at home. But I'm also happy that it comes down to when they expect to get there and when they actually get there.
So let's just say you had 4 days at home before having to use the portal network.
Yeah.
Okay, so the others are taking the lift up. So you're on a timber platform with old ropes, old timbers, going up at a jump at a time. Not the smooth transition of dwarven craftsmanship.
Does everything that we have fit on the lift?
You end up having to take 2 or 3 lifts up.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically to cater for the horses.
Yeah, that's what I was
Because
thinking.
anything you brought up here are unlikely to be worth the expense.
Okay. Alright.
Or will label you a thief.
Yeah.
Well, the Kwa on top don't sell their horses in Karmagar, but their horses are available for purchase in Karmagar. Not an easy thing to explain to people who've had it stolen from them. I bought it fair and square.
Did you? Well, I mean, maybe Jerky the horse will be good for something then. You know, someone tries to steal him and he stomps him to death.
Okay, and you do notice that of all the party members, he seems to not mind Jasper.
Jerky the horse.
Mm-hmm.
You want to swap horses?
Apparently not.
Jasper was between your horse and presumably the little pony that he got given.
You can almost
I
ride
don't think you'll fit.
You can almost ride your pony underneath his horse.
Okay, so I would have thought the idea that Jasper is riding on, might ride on Jerky the horse in front of Willie. Like sitting on the saddle in front of him.
Yes, I'm happy to converse and you know give.
Normally you walk around with on Willie's shoulder. So.
Yep.
I'm not going to be able to get
I'm a saddle warmer for Willie.
Alright, okay.
And apparently your companion has bonded with your pet.
My pet. That's probably true.
Yeah.
Like, without you know how without even thinking, like the cat's sitting there, and as we're riding along, just start patting the cat. And I probably initially go, oh shit, remember, hang on, and after a while, it's like pat.
So of course, what you're confusing there, Peter, is exactly who's the companion and who's the pet.
Yeah, I
But
absolutely
in
know I'm a
fact,
pet.
The real issue is the fact that Martin wasn't talking to Willie at all. He was talking to Jerky the horse.
Yeah, well.
So the pet is petting the pet.
I like to leave it ambiguous because then you can put it any which way you'd prefer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so reaching Kamagar, you are greeted by a town guardsman who basically wants to verify identities.
How?
Basically asking you to write your name onto these parchments.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't write?
Well, hey, I'm sure he can have one of the priests come and check you out.
Okay. Seems kind of weird. But I've got no... I'll sign it. Or write my name.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone not write their name on it?
I'll write my name.
Well, the question was, does anyone not write their name?
I assume an example had to fill that out when he first arrived.
Well, technically he didn't, because he didn't come
Bring a
via
cover,
the
because I know
lift.
you won't eat all of it,
Okay,
but
okay.
I wanted to give you options.
Thanks.
If you do eat all of it, that's fine.
Okay, so
Example didn't write his name.
so after he checks over the lists and says, okay, so two people here, the Lords will want to have a word with you. He says, singling out Willie and Parry.
Really?
As you can see, your names have been highlighted.
Is that a good highlight or a bad highlight?
He shrugs, depends on if you angered someone while you were here.
It's just if the cats wake up, Idris will
Your name, what I want to
zone in on the fact that there's food.
Ah!
So this is the mob that if you piss them off, they throw you off the cliff.
Oh, he says yes.
Okay. Okay.
He says they have their exit strategy well planned.
Does he want to see us right now, or would it be at some later point?
Before
You're
sunrise tomorrow.
Okay. And we should go to...
He pulls out another scroll and hands it to you. It should be on there.
Oh, okay. Open it up.
Okay, so you can see your name appear on the top,
Mm-hmm.
and there's an address.
Okay.
Seem to recognize you.
The scroll did. Okay. There you go. Alright. We'll enter Kamagar. Find a place to stay.
He announces everyone who's entering and then goes back to what he was doing. At which point I'm sure Zarthrop shows up, having heard the announcements of the new arrivals.
Ah.
I think we're going over after they've left the authorities. Fine.
Yeah, but just Kamagra, the Brazilian martial arts.
And Kamagar, yep.
Okay.
I guess we will stay wherever the hell Zarthrop is staying. Assuming there's room.
Indeed. Yeah, well, I mean, where do you expect to stay no more than overnight, presumably, will you? Was Zarthrop able to arrange more river transport in a couple of days while we got there?
You were, which was fairly easy because, hey, the Pathfinders had already arranged it, so you just had to check in on them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, happy with that.
And as for accommodation, there was this temple that had been closed down due to traitorous elements.
Well, I mean, but when does the boat leave? In about an hour or so?
2 days.
2 days, okay. I was thinking, I could be using they don't have time to go and talk to the people they need to talk to.
So, the Temple of Calistria was closed, was it? Because my character wanted to go to the temple to...
The temple's still there.
Well, yeah, but there's no one there, I take it?
Apparently, most of the priests and priestesses left the city rather suddenly. Pretty much.
Okay. I'll go in there regardless. When I get a chance to, like my plan is to go to wherever it is that Zarthrop's staying, get our horses put away, put our stuff in the room, and then I'll tell Parry that if he's got some stuff to do it. But I'm going to go and I got some things to do. But we should go and see the I don't know, Lord at some point. Hope probably tomorrow after breakfast.
What does Barry say in response?
Probably not much because he's on mute.
There we go. I'm sorry about that. I missed that. I'm just getting
It's all good. We just had Willie ask if you had any plans and wanted to go see the people who have summoned you in the morning after breakfast.
I don't see why not. We don't have any other plans, do we? You want to push through here and, hopefully maybe get out? Or
Because the boat that's going to take you doesn't leave for another, basically 48 hours after you arrive.
And I love the thought of pushing
have no
through.
plans.
Yeah.
Nah. But yes, I'll go to the Church of Calistria.
Mm-hmm.
I will feel kind of silly, but I will pray that his family and himself are somewhere nice and enjoying their strange religious rituals. Because I remember him wearing that spiked leg thing and self-flagellation was something big to him as well.
Mm-hmm.
All about how you need to
Hurt for your beliefs. But hey, you do see many of those pieces of religious devotion around the former temple.
Okay. But like I said, I'll go and have a pray and hopefully he's in a good place. And after, I don't know, probably 20 minutes, I'll come back to the inn or wherever the hell it is we're staying, and
At the abandoned temple.
we're staying at the abandoned temple. Oh, okay. In that case, that makes life easy.
Because hey, it's not like anyone's going to kick you out.
True. There is no Church of Calistria in the city.
If it is, it's no longer in this location.
I might ask. If I stop to have a look at a thing, I'll ask the shopkeeper. Is there any Church of Calistria in the city that is still operating?
He says he's happy to sell you a map.
Of a Church of Calistria?
Oh, of the city. Only 10 gold.
Too rich for my blood.
I'm sure someone of your discerning abilities, he says, looking you up and down, can afford such a pittance.
Unfortunately, my wife keeps me on a very short leash. But thank you for the offer. And as I go through the city, I'll ask random passers-by if they know of a Church of Calistria that is still operating.
Many of them give you directions to different places around the city. You think there are many little shrines and minor temples all over the city.
Okay.
Places where you can pay to get people to flagellate you.
Brothels, that sort of thing. All right, I'll give it
You
up.
asked for the Coach Police, right?
He was, yes.
Excellent.
I'll give it up.
There's rarely a town that doesn't have one. And isn't that what people do to go to the temple?
Well, his mother and daughters were, and sisters were, well, prostitutes. But anyway. So yeah, I'll go back to the church and what time is it by the time I get back?
After dark.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll just hang around, have dinner, wake up in the morning, hopefully.
So it would have taken you about 4 hours for each load going up the side of the cliff.
Yep, I can imagine.
A fantastic 4-hour view.
Gets boring after a bit, I imagine.
Well, no safety rails does make it harder.
No safety rails. I didn't realise we were playing Star Wars.
Thank you, Alex, for weeks anyway.
I think many people think that way, I'm sure.
But yeah, get up in the morning, have a finish our ablutions, and then something to eat, and off to see the Lord.
There are lots of food stalls in the area.
No, I'll not eat anything from here. I'll eat what we brought. But I keep my eye open because last time we were here, I'm pretty sure there was some sort of troll thing or trolls that were walking around, and you'd order some stuff. They'd cut meat off themselves, cook it the way you wanted it cooked, and give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
But I keep my eyes open for that and go, oh yeah. So you coming with me, Parry?
Yes, fearless leader.
And yes, you do come across one of the Trollburger franchises. Okay, so following the directions, I'm going to give you a intelligence check. Where you get to add your intelligence bonus.
Which I will fail miserably, I'm sure.
Parry can also do it.
I was about to say,
Fail happily.
I get an 11. 10 on the dice plus 1 for intelligence.
go D20. That'll be 17 parry.
Okay, so as you're going there, you're just asking for directions, know how to get there, and where it is, and all that sort of stuff. And Parry's having this sinking feeling you've been here before.
Does Parry fully remember about being here before? Or does he just have the really bad feeling about the place?
How much did Parry want to remember about being accused of killing the son of the most powerful family?
That's hilarious. I remember that.
Yeah.
And then calling him a traitor.
Yeah, I remember that. That was hilarious.
Yeah. Parry doesn't want to remember a lot of the details, but he knows that there's probably going to be a bit of trouble coming.
We did our best to save the guy.
Still doesn't mean that he has this really gut-churning feeling about the place.
True.
Okay, so the door you're led to is off a alleyway.
Oh yeah,
Unobtrusive.
entrance.
Doesn't appear to be any block of importance.
Okay.
You're sure you could easily hit 3 or 4 different main streets very quickly from this location.
Good to know I've got my options open. It's good.
Thieves' Delight for escape.
Okay. Knock on the door.
Okay, as you knock on the door, you feel a mark on your hand that you hadn't thought about for many years flare up. Shadow Lodge.
Oh. Yeah, I remember that. That sucked.
That's what caused all the problems.
Yeah. Their timing was terrible.
Well, their timing was fantastic.
No, it wasn't. It was
the party's
terrible.
timing was terrible.
Their timing was terrible. And of course, when Adam went, "Why are you doing this?" I'm like, "Oh, I can't do it."
Well, we also had the problem that Adam was metagaming and using the things he's read, saying that the Shadow Lodge was always evil. So that's why it went out the way it did. From what the player was reading, he kept referencing published material that was not in the player scope.
But I mean, you said, I would have thought that the Shadow Lodge, like even from a player perspective, Shadow Lodge is not necessarily getting the same idea as other lodges, but I wouldn't call it evil.
Pathfinder Society as written, not as run. Pathfinder Society uses the Shadow Lodge as evil.
Well, you need your dirty tricks department, don't you?
It was literally the undermining of the actual Pathfinder Society. That was how it was
Isn't
written.
the Shadow Lodge part of the Pathfinder Society?
It is, but we were never running it that way. We're never running it as the that we're here to destroy the world.
It's kind of like the distracted from the campaign one.
Well,
Okay.
the character goes, okay.
Okay, so the door opens and you recognize one of your contacts from the Shadow Lodge inside. Oh, you're here. We was told you were coming. Come on, come in off the street. Oh, and bring, bring Pretty Boy as well.
Alright. Come on, Parry, let's go.
I'm probably pretty.
You prefer idiots?
No, I go by eyes, wisely, oily, or just best.
Stop touching me.
We've got the perfect place for you, he says, as he comes by. He says, would you mind waiting here, sir, he says to Parry. There's a mirror just across from the seat from you and they'll keep you busy for hours, he says.
Perfect. Tear runs down the street because someone called us, sir.
But hey, it's not the first time you've had the sarcasm come from Shadow Lodge members.
Well, I'll follow the guy.
Okay, so taking you into a familiar looking room. Seems that they managed to survive the Shadow Lodge are evil escapades of how many years ago was that now? 3 years ago? And you were warmly greeted saying, no, I'm sorry we haven't had much in the way of jobs for you of late. We thought we'd let most of the heat die down before we contacted you again.
It's been busy.
It has been. We've been apprised of all your missions.
Okay.
As you can see, they have a Willy file sitting on their desk. It's rather large. They're asking, is there something you need for your trip? We've been asked to speed you on your way.
Why?
Here to help.
We don't want you
They're the
taking...
local representative of the Pathfinder Society.
Yeah, well, they're the only representative of the Pathfinder Society because the Pathfinder Lodge was banned from the city.
That's what I meant. So, as I say, they're the local reps.
But why have you been asked to speed me on my way?
Well, we believe that your task will provide lots of insights. Plus, they are friends of a certain Ruby One Kenobi.
Do you have any concerns regarding the people we're going to meet?
Yeah, watch your back.
Always.
Not all members you can trust. The Palatine Eye all seem to be theoretical idealists. Which is dangerous when you've actually got real problems to deal with.
Yes.
You know, something that would be likely very useful to have would be whether or not they've got maps of the Cinderlands, Belkstern, or Ustalav to actually get around.
My character's assuming you know where you're going. So we don't need maps.
You're assuming that Zarthok knows where it's going.
Yeah, man. You're the one who's been leading us. Yeah, we'll take this boat and we'll go over here and this thing over here and do these things. I'm like, oh yeah, awesome. The gnome knows where he's going. Fantastic.
Yeah, well, okay, if that's the impression. But certainly, like I said, it's not like he's been consulting any maps or anything. It's a case of, oh, yeah, I've got the memory to looking at previous maps and things.
Exactly. So you've got such a good memory of the geography of the place, we don't need a map.
What can go
All
wrong?
good.
They give you a journal. Whatever you write in here, we'll see.
Dear Journal, today Parry annoyed me again.
And if needed, they can send you extra instructions.
Very well.
Including people of interest in your area who may be able to assist or cause issues on your quest.
Okay. Actually, that would be very, very useful.
We're trying to avoid the elimination of people at this stage.
I'm pretty much guaranteeing that there's going to be someone in the group we're going to catch up with that'll be some sort of crazed cultist person.
I'd say, well, that's who you're getting, a crazed cultist sort of person.
That's who we're going to try to convince to help the Palatine Eye.
That's the professor, they say.
Awesome. Something to look forward to. Alright.
Technically, he's not a cultist, but he's been studying for so long that he's not much different. If you look into the sun too often, you'll go blind, they say.
Yep. If you look into the abyss will look into you.
Yeah, well, that's a given, they say.
Okay.
Except the abyss will also invite you in.
Yeah, the tea and crumpets.
Come, stay a while.
Stay forever. Alright. Well, thank you for the journal.
And they also hand you books for the others. Apparently their lodges have also requested that they keep in touch.
Which is which?
They should have their name on them, he says. Yes, you can see most of the names written in some sort of sarcasm.
Pretty boy. Crazy gnome.
All from the Shadow Lodge's point of view.
Yep. Alright. Well, I look at them and as long as my character can go, right, I know who they're talking about. Yeah, okay. Alright, well...
And you recognise the names, everything you wrote in your reports.
So the names are taken pretty much directly from my comments in my reports. Okay, fair enough.
I don't see why the hero faction would be looking for a report from Garthon recently. I mean, he's been providing lots of detail info for the last couple of months.
Though they're giving a siren a direct link to Sarthrop means Sarthrop can ask them questions all about Thassilonian.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
Yeah. But we're not like Garthon to be neglected. He's to write down his research results.
As an aside, weren't we supposed to be accumulating Pathfinder points with our groups that would allow us to do stuff?
You are. That will come into play after this story.
Okay. I remember you saying it. I'm thinking now that I'm talking to this guy. I'm thinking, oh yeah.
There is a bunch of points, but at the moment, Harry and Willie are the main people with those points because all the other people's points zeroed when they died.
Yep. But see, that's fantastic though, because Harry and I get to lord it over the newbies. Alright, well again, I thank him. I'll take the books. If that's all, I hand him the scroll and head off.
It says be safe. Oh, by the way, they cleared your name with the area, so they shouldn't be hunting you down anymore.
What area? Here?
Yeah.
I made friends with the guy.
You did, but you're an associate of Zach, and
I protected him. I protected him against Zach.
And every associate of Zach was ruled doomed to die because of something Zach did.
Yeah. He really shouldn't have pulled that bow out. Really shouldn't have done it.
Or call in the protection of the Pathfinders or the Duskwalkers.
Yes. Yeah, that was... Anyway. Well, it's good to know that nobody's holding a grudge.
Oh, the noble really still holds a grudge because, well, his kid's still dead.
Alright. Okay.
No, he's currently hunting down what happened to the guy who did the deed because he's gone missing. If you happen to see him on your trips, we would love to find out because he has absconded from the society.
Yep. If I see him, I'll write it in the book.
They would appreciate it.
Okay. So, leave. Walk out to Parry.
So what is Perry doing with his reflection in the mirror by the time Willie walks out?
He's not even looking anymore. He's just probably found a stool and is just sitting there waiting. He probably
I'm sure the conversation went for less than 2 hours.
Well, that's the thing is, like, Parry got bored flexing in front of the mirror for 15 minutes, and then he's been sitting there for a little past hour and a half.
I'm trying to 15 minutes ago. I was thinking of lecture.
Plus there is a seat in front of the mirror just for you.
Yeah.
So Willie comes out and he sees like Parry going, what are the runes mean? They full like, you know, thinking style sculpture going, man, I just think Parry really makes me look good in the mirror. Yes.
And you do notice in the mirror he's naked.
He's wearing clothes though, yeah?
Yes.
Alright.
He was when we left.
Let's go.
Alright. What happened?
Here's a book.
Book?
Yeah.
Alright, I read the book.
What's the title to?
Harry,
Pretty boy.
Dead Faces.
So it's got the title for Pretty Boy on the front.
It's a journal. So, as we're going back to where we were staying, I explained that it's a journal from your society.
And do you
Your
remember
faction, I
who-
should say.
Does Parry remember who he joined?
It was the one with the dominatrix. I can't remember exactly which one it was.
I remember that one quite well now. That one was the...
Cheliax, wasn't it?
Cheliax is
Yeah,
correct.
Cheliax, that's it. Yes. I joined the Cheliax, that's correct.
And you have quite a few points with them at this stage.
Yay!
Noting down, I believe you have 77 points with them.
Oh, Lord.
And I'll explain that the journal is such that you can write in it, and that your faction will see whatever you write in the book. So you can actually ask them questions, and they can reply to whatever you write. Very useful.
Harry opens the book. Harry opens the book and says, "When's our next date?"
Okay, so you see
Full
appear.
moon, pretty boy.
You see a number appear on the page of 4711-01-12 with a smiley face.
With a smiley face.
Basically, you asked what's the next date. They gave you tomorrow's date.
Oh!
So the next day is the 12th of the first month of the year, 4711.
We're leaving Kamagar? Oh no, we've got 2 days, don't we?
The next morning you're due to leave.
Oh, next morning. Oh, okay.
Yeah, remember, when I said 48 hours, that was the
Yeah.
afternoon before.
Oh, I'll track of time.
So I don't have one for the cat, do I?
You do not have one for the cat or for the priest.
Okay.
The cat is still a preliminary Pathfinder.
Mm-hmm.
And you probably have some sort of book for her, which is if you choose to become a Pathfinder, here's the things you need to know.
Pathfinder for dummies.
Damn it, I already said the joke.
And apparently, it's your responsibility to indoctrinate her into the society.
Beat him over the head with the book.
Okay. So
I
when we
mean,
get
Jasper is a studious type, so he'll read it.
I give you the book. I give Zarthra his book. On the front, it's got Mad Gnome. And I explained to him pretty much what I explained to Perry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a book for it.
And unfortunately, nothing for Asbin.
No. But he's not a Pathfinder and can't be a Pathfinder.
Because they don't accept people who are literally the spiritual champions of a god who can literally say, ignore the Pathfinder rules.
Mm.
They don't apply to you.
Yeah. Split loyalties, not so much.
Mm-hmm. Whereas a base cleric of Pharasma who doesn't come back from the dead. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Repeatedly.
Mm. Okay. So we have our journals. We have. We've got some free time before we leave, I guess.
You've got a afternoon and night of heavy drinking ahead of you if you wish it.
With who?
The city.
No, I don't.
It's a city that never sleeps.
Garrett is not a big drinker. He doesn't do anything really to excess, except train, really.
There is a monk academy here.
Ah. What style?
It's a wind style, about moving with grace And their ultimate ability is to leap off the cliff of Karmagar and keep going.
And just hit the ground without...
No, not hitting the ground.
Oh, just... Like they do in the...
Well, that they do the whole... they can literally run on air.
Ah! Oh, that's pretty cool.
They're practicing flying. Use the technique. Throw yourself at the ground and miss.
So far, only one practitioner has succeeded. The guy who founded the place.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just trolling. He may be just trolling his students.
No, trust me, I did it. Oh, okay.
And no, I didn't cast Wind Warp before I got out here.
Yeah, I'll go and train there. May as well if we're here.
Come on, run off the cliff. You can do it. Prove you can do it.
Oh, I don't think so.
And you do notice a lot of their training involves being able to walk over different surfaces without falling through or damaging. Where you do notice some of them can actually run across a thin sheet of paper with nothing underneath it.
Impressive. But I will. I'll train with them. It'll only be for the day, but it gives me an idea of what others can do and how they go about doing it.
Okay, so you notice their style is completely different to style you're used to.
Yeah.
As in, they're never wherever you punch.
I try to do that myself. Like I'm a dex-based fighter as opposed to a strength-based fighter.
But you're not quite as quick or as agile as they are. Their style is mostly defense.
You can't... Yeah. I mean, it's interesting to know, but... Like, know that there are people who do these things, but my character doesn't see that as being something that is worthwhile as a warrior.
Okay, give me a negotiation or diplomacy roll.
If whatever. Oh, actually, 15 on the dice, which is plus 7, 22.
Okay, you find out their attacks are actually quite deadly because they literally make people's own attacks strike themselves. Very good at, while they avoid, they redirect. So whatever you throw at them, they can redirect at you harder than you directed at them. That's the top tier of their abilities. So they teach you to avoid, then they teach you to guide, and then they teach you to hammer back.
So some sort of like a keto kind of variant. Kind of. Okay.
But they never teach any of the beginners anything beyond avoidance.
Yeah. Well, you got to get the basics right before you can start.
And so while Willie is busy, what is Parry doing now that he's got the afternoon and evening to himself and many admirers in the city?
Sorry, missed that again.
I did ask what is Parry doing now that he has many admirers in the city and time to serenade. Or be serenaded.
Yeah. Parry's got to continue with talking to his faction in Bork. Writing things like planning on catching or planning on moving out early hours of the morning. This is location, where we're going. And then maybe after about 10-15 minutes of there writing a book, we'll enjoy himself around the town.
Okay. Does he drag anyone along with him, or does he go out on his own because, hey, he'll score more that way?
You need a wingman, buddy. Take the cat with you.
I was about to say, can I take Jasper? He's my pet cat.
Yeah.
Girls love a pretty cat.
Yeah, exactly. He's so cute.
I love pretty.
Do you explain exactly what you're doing to Jasper?
We're on an adventure, Jasper. You're coming with us. Okay.
So he's saying, you're a cat, I'll show you around.
He'll show you the ropes. Here, this one ties you to me. This one.
Let me tell you about when I was here last. Come with me.
So I'm going to give Jasper a will saving throw.
Will saving throw. Yes, I am good at that. My dice says I'm good at that. Oh yeah, good enough. Uh, 29. Like you can roll the dice. I like my shiny dice.
Okay, so by the time they see Jasper the following morning, Jasper is twitching but seems to be in control, but is twitching.
I didn't know such things went on in the night. The stars have never ordained me with this.
And you got such a good roll that will be forever embedded in your memory. You will remember every detail.
I didn't know people could bend that way.
Why was it so sticky?
And why did he need you as a wingman?
Why did I need to witness this? I'm gonna go sit on a saddle for a little while and speak to the horse.
The next morning I packed up from Vancouver. Welcome to the Pathfinder Society. We support each other. Yes, don't we, Jasper?
Jasper shudders.
Okay, so what is Sarthrop doing through that night?
And possibly for a couple of days prior, having realised that apparently Fearless Leader is expecting him to be leading all the way through to Uxala, it will be attempting to see if there is any maps or information about the routes and terrain that can update his information on and do specific search for.
You find hundreds and hundreds of maps. Very few of them similar.
Right.
Everyone's got a map to sell you.
Yeah.
About 10 gold each.
That was a map of Canberra.
Some are drawn in ink, some in mud, some others you don't want to know about.
And most talk about a secret route only that they know that has been passed down through their family for generations. Including ways over the mountain to get you safely to where you're headed.
Does Zarkov have awareness of the Shadow Lodge as representatives of the Pathfinder Society and like contact for Pathfinder Society members?
He does,
Yeah.
just that no one but Shadow Lord members actually know where it is. And Parry.
Okay. But he was able to make contact with the appropriate person to arrange, confirm the boat and everything was arranged.
Well, when you go to try to arrange a boat, they recognize you.
Okay.
And call you by name, having very few gnomes that go by the name Zarthrop in town.
Yeah. Well, he will probably aim to at least try and make contact with the Pathfinder Society through the people that they're contacted here for the boat to see if there is any reputable maps of regions that we're going to be going through. If he doesn't get any satisfaction that way, we will So, spend the days looking through and see if you come up with some reputable.
Okay, so you spend some of your time trying to find a reputable map dealer, much like trying to find crack in a city like this. And it turns out that as you're flipping through the journal you were given, there's a map in the back of it.
Cool.
Apparently, there's a note there saying, "You've been asking about this. Good luck." Apparently, they didn't even trust you enough to let you know that they had done it.
That's cool, because this one I can also update as we come along. So I can keep an update that.
It does fold out quite large. And what does As Is do while Zathrop's map hunting?
This is the first time I've been here.
As far as you can remember, yes. Though in previous lives, who knows how many times you've come here.
That's right.
Actually,
I've been a long time.
I'll actually follow the gnome around because he has a habit of getting himself into trouble.
Well, the gnome had 2 days one around before you got there. Apparently, you didn't come along.
Didn't we meet up as soon as we got here?
So what I'm hearing is obviously As Is missed the gnome so much that you need to spend more time with it.
Well, out of the 3, I do not want to go to a brothel.
That's okay. You're not going there. You're just staying the night.
Either way, bad images come to mind. I don't want to see Willie getting you doing some martial arts crap. So unfortunately, you're the third choice.
So you spend some time watching Zathrop poring over a map and references he's made now that he got a book from Willie.
Yeah, and then basically you'll probably start gibbering off some historical references and the other stuff, which I'll quite happily listen to.
I'll spend the previous couple of days wandering around town. By the time you guys get there, by the time Willie get back, he's spending most of his time at the accommodation going over books. And that's...
Okay.
Yeah. Well, basically I'll be asking questions on what he's looking for. Probably getting more information about historical facts.
Okay, so you end up getting a many-hour lecture from Zathrop all about Thassilonian, which has nothing to do about your trip or destination, but that's what he's looking for.
Zathrop is perfectly happy to instruct a new student. Good to see you showing interest, and he'll keep you occupied for hours.
I'm glad I was correct on that answer. Okay.
On the plus side, if I die again, I'll forget all about it.
And he can tell you all again, and he'll be happy to do so.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so moving on, we have it is. Let me see. Do you were leaving Kamagar on the 12th? And you believe it's going to take you many days' journey to reach where you need to go? Because technically you take the river up into there's a path. Actually, it's not a path. That is literally a territory. So you take the river until it bends east and then head north from that point, and hope you're running to Ergland.
Yep.
And glad is correct on that answer.
Any can tell you all about it.
Any can tell you all again, and he'll be happy to do so. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
and you try to avoid Flameford as, hey, the Shoantia are known for their hospitality. As in, most people who enjoy their hospitality generally aren't seen again.
They don't really enjoy it.
How do you invite people into a meal?
Yes, you no longer have any Shoantia amongst you.
No.
It will be about 10 days travel, or I'm actually going to say 7 days travel through the deserts of the Cinderlands to reach Erdla. With 2 of those being by a river.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to have a quick look at one of the books which is important right now. Apparently I decided to stick Starfinder amongst the stuff. You are traveling through really poor lands.
But as in, everyone's poor, or the lands itself are...
There's not much in the way of nutrition. You're relying on the stars as your sign points to tell you which way to go. Hoping and the sun. So basically the equivalent of using shadows to determine which way you're travelling. Someone would have to be an expert in survival to travel here unless they've been brought up here. Do we have anyone who's an expert in survival?
I'm only trained.
Is Zarthrop an expert in survival?
No, I wouldn't be counting on him, I don't think. I'll double check it. No, he's not even trained.
Even Jasper's untrained.
Okay, so...
However, if we're travelling at night, Jasper's more than happy to help out with the stars.
Do you wish to travel at night or during the day?
We don't necessarily have an expert telling us which one's better in the desert, so...
You do have Jasper, who can perfectly guide you at night.
That's what I mean, the fact that, like, yeah, we don't have an expert who would say generally if it's one way or the other, so it makes sense to Jasper say, hey, find the stars in here and it's like cool at night. Yeah, God. So.
And what were you saying, Ross? Because I couldn't hear you over there.
I was just saying that nighttime will be a little bit cooler as well.
Yes, it can actually get to minus up here during the night, and a furnace during the day. So I'm going to say that your suppliers gave you heat shielding tents, where you can literally bring tents up and cover your mounts and yourselves, keeping it cool underneath.
Am I still not feeling the hot or the cold?
What, hot or cold?
Okay.
And of course, Zarthrop can whip up some daily potions that can protect from the severe heat or from severe cold, so...
Okay, so... And it is interesting the amount of things you can do over exploration. Do you wish to try to have the group avoid notice? To be set up to defend against surprise attack? To be looking for magic? To be following an expert? To travel faster? to learn about the area as you go through. Sustain a spell over the days. Look ahead for danger, or to seek hidden things as you travel.
Garthop, if it was up to him specifically, he'd be looking at the area and specifically look for hidden things. But
what impact do those options have on us, on our speed of movement?
They can slow you down. Okay.
Well, if there's something that... Well, I think I'm with Zarthrop in so much as if we can have a look as we travel for hidden things, then sure, if it doesn't slow us down too much. But otherwise we will try not to be noticed.
So avoiding notice travels at half speed.
Okay, yeah, no.
Defend travels at half speed.
No.
Detect magic travels at half speed.
Nope.
I think we want to look around and avoid notice, so we travel accordingly. How's that?
No.
Father, the
So
expert doesn't change.
we want to find hidden things, detect magic, and not get noticed. So what's that? Where the speed?
Investigate travels at half speed. Repeating a spell over the day travels at half speed. Scouting ahead travels at half speed.
It probably also the fact that I'm assuming some of these things require expert or something in certain skills.
Oh no, they don't actually.
Oh, okay.
Most of these you can do. It's just the cost of travel. Though hustle does double your speed.
And what negative impact does that have on us? I assume you're more likely to get ambushed and noticed and...
So you do cause yourself one level of exhaustion for the group for traveling equal to Constitution modifier by 10 of the lowest Constitution member of the party.
We're on horses.
Yes, but you also suffer for the long travelling. So while hustling, it does take a lot of energy.
What does Follow the Expert do? Is that just like normal pace? Normal alertness level?
Follow the Expert is you're literally doing the same skill check with bonuses of the expert you're following.
Okay.
And you get a bonus to your check based on the expert you're replicating. See monkey, do monkey.
Just because to teach people about the stars. Finally.
It's normally used for things such as avoiding notice or climbing or swimming or things like that, because it means an athletics check with a teacher who makes it easier for you.
It sounds like we just travel. Normal speed, not doing anything in particular.
Okay.
Of course, if you're following the node, because he's apparently one of those where we're going, we might have to stop and look regularly.
No.
Okay. So yes, you travel through the wilderness. I'm going to give who is the group scout?
I mean, if you're traveling at night and we're using my astrology ball,
No, I'm talking about.
He's a scout, though.
I'm talking
I would
about
be
who's
the
looking
scout.
who's looking at the land around you to avoid dangers.
I mean,
Right.
Harry's got dark vision.
I would assume everyone is, but
Have to have dark vision.
well, I don't have dark vision.
Zarth's got dark vision.
Harry's got it.
Who's got the highest perception between everybody?
And that's the person who's up in front of everyone else by probably half a mile. Trying to make sure you don't run into things.
I've got very good perception.
But do we want someone actually fighting that?
I think that's the only one that doesn't have dark vision. Because I've got it as well.
You think who's the only one who doesn't have dark vision?
Willie.
I'm pretty sure Jasper only has
Low light.
low light. Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, it's sort of thing if you're talking about having someone like you're talking about scouting, and there's someone who is actually up ahead, as if they're good with survival and stealth, and they'll provide that advanced warning. I'm not certain we've got anyone in the party that would be appropriate to use in that manner.
No longer have a doozer, I know.
Mm.
It hurts.
Mm.
I mean, Guy probably can do it just as good a job as Doozer could, but hey.
Well, is there a reason we can't have two people up
You
there?
can have two people, but I'm just saying who's the one in front, because normally if you've got two people, one's behind you.
So who's got the best perception and can see in the dark?
Most possibly Parry.
Alright.
Honestly.
So you and me, Parry, will be up the front.
Okay.
Okay, so Parry, give me a perception roll.
Perception. 27.
27. Okay, one thing you do notice is Willie's horse does seem to be able to walk around boulders without running into them.
Yeah.
Where most of the horses need you to guide them around them.
I said to Willie, like, your horse must have dark vision.
Probably. My wife is... Yeah, anyway. How fast does a horse move?
A horse can move so 60 to normally about 60 odd feet around as a base move.
Okay.
So
I was going to say, so I was actually looking at that a moment ago. The horse, riding horse has a base speed of 40. Whereas a riding dog, like Giant, has a base speed of 35.
So I just as a monk can move as fast as a horse.
Yeah, more than likely.
Excellent.
But you as a monk can constantly get beaten up by a horse.
Exactly. I mean, that's not fair.
And to be fair, I bet your horse moves faster than 40.
Yeah, barbarians get to add to their move, don't they?
they do.
Bloody
And
horse.
so yes, most of their animals are allowing them to move at 4 miles an hour. And can cover about 32 miles in a day. So you notice your horse doesn't seem to get tired. Okay, so
Did anyone end up on a pony? Because that would also have a base of 35 instead of 40.
I believe that only Zarthrop and Jasper are small, and Jasper is riding on the horse.
And I was saying, I'm on Giant, so I'm on a pony.
Okay, so Parry also manages to avoid any orc entanglements or
Okay.
Shoanti entanglements.
Yeah.
Because hey, they are out in force, and they will come to whoever's got a light holding up into the air.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong.
And so we have Willie being led around by everyone else,
Happy with that.
and shadows and glimpses of things out of the corner of his eyes,
It's usually the way it works.
and the occasional nicker in his ear.
Yeah. Or a flick of a tail. Smack.
Well, the nicker doesn't seem to be coming from the horse you're riding.
The rest of the party haven't said anything. How bad can it be?
Well, no one else seems to hear it.
Alright. I get a bit paranoid about that.
And every time you settle down, it happens again.
So what exactly am I hearing?
The sound of a horse sort of laughing in your ear.
Yeah. It's a Sandpoint shit for brains. Why is it everybody takes up room in my head? Any chance they get, they're gonna be in my head talking to me.
Because you have one of those open for all lanes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to increase your rates up there, mate.
I know, right?
He's got a welcome mat outside. Everyone's welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rent free up there.
Yeah, they call the known crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call
You don't hear
the
other voice in your head.
they call the hyperactive known crazy, but well, there's the one with the Addams family stuck in your head.
Okay, so by the time you hit the 19th of the first month, you find yourself in sight of Erglen by morning. It is not a pretty city, and over 2 miles away you can smell the refuse.
Ah.
Great.
Yay.
Apparently it has all piled up outside the city. One of the suburbs is reputed to be a dumping ground for everything.
Who needs sanitation?
They've got trolls for that.
Yeah, well, that's where we're going to meet our people, so...
Well, it's one of your stops along the way. Apparently you need to get a orc guide to get across the next section of stretch. Though that was left up to your team because, hey, you're the experts on orcs, having been there yourself.
Okay. Well, I guess we're going to town.
Okay. Do you, having ridden through the night, do you continue on into town? Or you rest up and then go at nightfall?
Suggestions?
Have you been to this town before?
Never.
Yes, you
Yeah,
have.
I have.
Did we see any indication of the other travellers either during the day or night?
You did see indications of war parties moving around with torches.
And so it was common for people to be moving at night rather than during the day, is that right?
You didn't really notice anyone moving during the day because you are under canvas with sand on top.
Yep. So, but in which case then, it would make sense to arrive and enter town as dawn approaches, rather than spending another night out in the desert, another day out in the desert.
Sure.
I mean, I'm not saying we just want to stay away for the holiday in town, but
No.
entering town makes sense.
It's probably the safer of the options. Mostly.
There are worse things that can happen to you.
Oh, yes.
Okay. What you know of this place is it has about 6,000 people in it.
And about 20,000 orcs.
Well, hey, it's got about 6,000 mostly in it, with warbands roving about, not counted as part of its population.
Lots of people. No. Yeah, lots of people.
And many a warband will travel to attack the roaming creatures of the Sombrefelll Plateau. That's where the meat comes from.
Ah, yes.
They don't grow or maintain any animals in this location.
No crops?
No crops either, because there's no way to grow anything. Because there's no
Arable land.
clean water.
Or clean water.
Mm-hmm.
Not even through the wells, and so no. Okay. What a shit place to live.
And everyone has to bow to the clerics to get the water for the day.
Ah, yes, of course.
And it's rumoured that the clerics poisoned all the wells.
Yeah. I can believe that. What are the clerics of? Which god?
They are clerics of the Orc god.
Grumsh?
I believe so.
So does that mean casting Great Water is going to be frowned upon?
Well, actually, it is the priests of Rovagog.
Rovagog?
Yeah.
Robert Miles.
That's awesome.
And they are known to produce water from other priests who show up. As free water to all. If you can produce a priest of another god, they will give you free water.
The first thing I thought of was, June, and they've got the like a empty plastic container, and they're stabbing it in.
That's literally what they do.
Oh, funny.
They do summon water from the body.
Mm. So, yeah, maybe as a priest of Pharasma, keep your head down.
How long will we stay in this hole for?
As short a period of time as we can.
You might want to keep your holy symbol also covered.
Yep.
He does have the colours of Pharasma on his robes.
And is it acceptable for him to hide his role as a priest of Pharasma?
It's completely up to him.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that, due to the fact that it's going to make it easier to
Not get murdered.
get through this. Well, it's easier to get through this predicament.
Well, hey, I'm sure you can explain it to
I'm more
Pharasma later.
worried about where we're going to this area that's controlled by heathens.
You're there.
Gotta get there first.
No.
Erglin is controlled by heathens. It's controlled by Rovagog priests. They are considered heathens to Pharasma.
Partially, yeah, it's controlled by the idea.
I'm thinking of a grotesque rubber ducky.
Well, there is no priest more hated by the other religions than those of Rovagog.
So what's he associated with?
The destruction of this world. The Turesk is one of his children.
Mm. He is trapped in the middle of the planet.
The planet is his prison.
Mm.
They want to free him, which would destroy the world.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or dollars, depending on what you're going for. Maybe gold.
Okay, so we go into town.
You go into town. How does our priest of Pharasma hide his faith?
Yes.
I was considering saying suppress his faith, but I went with hide instead.
Due to the fact that we've got travel robes, so and I'll be wearing that and basically hiding my holy symbol underneath all my clothing, and not to draw attention to myself, which will probably be quite easy with the crazy gnome, the human monk that's cursing his horse all the time.
Well, you make it up to the gates where people are passing through under the watchful eye of a couple of trolls. Though you do see one of the entrants stabbed through the stomach by a troll and ripped in half and then tossed to the side.
Does there appear to be a reason for it?
Not that you could hear from back where you were.
Okay. Well, no, that's bad.
As he just seems to have passed away by the time you get close.
Or when you see that happening in the distance, is it worth someone going up and having a bit of a closer look, preferably without being seen? Find out what sort of things are being asked when they're actually people approach the gate?
Apparently not.
I thought this is the known decided to do that.
No, this was the known asking our fellow leaders, hey. Having seen that happen in the distance.
Are you going to go up and ask and say, "Hey, what's going on?" Or just listen and seeing what they're saying?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea. Like, Willie sort of hears what the gnome's saying. Initially thinks, "What a nutbag! Why that?" And then I think, "Oh, no, that's probably not a bad idea." Yeah, okay, I'll go and see what's going on. You guys wait here.
Okay, so
I will stealth up without sort of stealthing. Yeah, I'm trying to just appear.
Your stealth will not look like you're stealthing.
Yeah. So I'm not not drawing attention to myself, and yet moving up the line, looking to see what people are saying.
Give me a perception roll as you get closer.
What's that? 15 on the dice is 28.
Okay, so at about 60 feet from the doors, you start to hear them talking in Giant. Does your character know Giant?
I do.
Okay, so
I'm a dwarf, and dwarves speak Giant.
They are asking, why are you here, and who do you serve?
And the answers are?
Most people say they're here to trade, they serve no one. And then you hear one of the people behind the troll saying, "Liar!" As then the troll just stabs the guy in the stomach and rips him in half and throws him to the side.
Who's the guy who says liar?
Someone standing behind the trolls. Seems to be a cleric of Ravagog.
Ah! Okay. I'll go, that's bad. I'll head back to the rest of the group. So, they're asking who people serve, and they've got, I believe they've got some sort of lie detection magic.
And why are you here?
And why are we here?
Well, apparently I am serving you.
Yeah. Apparently the reason we're here is passing through.
Yeah.
Yes. Who do we serve? I mean, I like to think I serve myself. But again, I guess the answer could be my wife. It seems that way. In fact, I guess really we are serving my wife, considering we're on a job for her.
Okay.
Does that
Makes sense.
Is that likely to be an acceptable answer, or do they want more detail about your wife?
Well, possibly.
And so then, are they going to be pleased to hear that you're serving the Hell Knight?
Well, I don't have to say that she's a Hell Knight. I'd say that she's a... my wife's a... actually, what would I say my wife is?
I'm curious to how you're not lying here at the point.
Talaxian. Mistress of many.
Oh, I mean, without going into details, you just go, she's a Chalaxian, she's, she's got family all over. We're looking to head further into the country, looking for a doctor.
Do we know if Chalax has any normal communication or association with the Fleur?
It is too far inland for them.
Yeah.
They don't actually go that far.
Yeah, it was more the other thing, obviously they're devil worship is not quite the same as undead faith, but I'll check whether there's no one connections or not. If there's no one connections, that's probably good. Better than having no one bad connections.
Okay, so as you get closer, you hear
Would
people.
you have also want your spokesperson to announce this on your behalf? Looking at Harry?
Sure. I mean, Parry really knows how to sort of talk to people. So,
I sure do.
can you speak giant?
Giant?
Yeah.
Orcish.
Giant.
Giant.
I cannot speak giant.
Well, try an orcish, and if that doesn't work, then I'll step in and speak in giant.
So as you get closer, you do hear some of them are there to fight in the gladiatorial games. Some are there to buy slaves.
Ooh.
Some are there just for trade.
We could be here by slaves, i.e. a guide.
That's a good point.
And basically, we believe every answer is acceptable so far, as long as they're not lying.
And who are they serving?
Most of them are just serving themselves, or serving a commerce guild, or serving a slavers guild, serving a merchant family.
Mm-hmm.
And just confirming, are they asking groups or are they asking every individual?
They're asking groups.
Okay. All right.
But the spokesman is the one who pays the price.
Yeah.
I can take a troll. In fact, I can take 2 trolls. Not a problem.
But is it the spokesman Parry, if it's possible?
So yeah, Parry, probably best if we say we're here to buy a slave, with the idea of obviously buying a guide, and that we serve my wife.
We can also be here to deliver the remains of Doomsday.
Actually,
No.
you can't be, because you're not carrying Dooza with you. And Dooza's quest has not been finished yet.
No.
I thought, yes, Em said that her remains are in an intra-dimensional space at the moment. I'm like, oh cool, someone's put a Doozer in a bag of holding.
But they're actually they're being held in stasis, not in an extra-dimensional space,
No.
in Magnemar.
Yeah,
Okay,
by
cool.
the Church of Pharasma.
Mm-hmm.
I'm paying
Then,
gold
yeah, we
to
can
keep her fresh.
be here to absolutely buy a slave and help us guide us through the desert.
Well, just say we're here to buy a slave, and
Yeah.
we're currently serving my wife.
Yep.
Because we need a slave. That's why we're here.
Yep.
Okay.
I will, I will say in Orcish, we are here serving Ruby One Kenobi, here to buy a slave.
Okay, so does your character believe you serve Ruby One Kenobi?
I mean, I know of her. She isn't there very helpful.
She's the one who sent us to do this.
Yes,
Okay,
I
so that's going to
understand
be a
that.
will save for Parry.
Thanks.
Because no, he doesn't believe he serves her.
Great.
Parry is just like...
Parry's going to
This
get
is a scene out of
gutted like a pig.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I know.
I was getting there because I've also got the Hell Knight thing, so I guess I would serve Ruby. That's okay. 30.
Well, you're indecisive at the start, so apparently
Yeah.
you didn't trip up the lie detector. Though I'm sure you do have sweat running down the back of your neck going... I didn't quite get to the thing of when they say pass
Okay.
in giant, and Willie having to say no, they say go through.
Okay. Well, actually, yeah, my character gives him a nod.
Though it does look as if Parry wants to keep saying more.
Yep. Just so you're aware, Martin, my character is keeping his hands clenched. Because even though he's wearing the wraps, I'm assuming that the holy symbol of Gorham that's in his palm shows through the wraps, because otherwise...
It does.
Yeah, so I'm keeping my hands closed.
In.
I don't know how they feel about Gorham around here, even though Dooza was a worshipper.
And as you pass through the gate, you hear someone talk about the Demon Lord Hank.
I've heard that name before, my character says. He goes,
And do you look around at the speaker?
Probably.
They seem to be pointing at you.
Look behind me.
Apparently, there's no one behind you as you're going through the gate.
Who is it who said that?
One of the priests.
I'm going to push my luck. I'll sort of walk over. I'll give a bit of a bow, and I say...
They bow in return, saying, greetings, priest of the Demon Lord Hank. Summoner of great cats.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you. My character's going, what the hell?
Enemy of the Sandpoint Devil.
Oh yeah. My character's going, these guys aren't too bad. Although, what the hell are they talking about? I sort of...
Rover God approves, they say.
Okay, thank you. I'll sidle off.
One of them offers you a spare holy symbol
Of...
Rover God.
Okay. I'll the hand that doesn't have the holy symbol. I'll take it. Go. Thank you very much.
Okay,
I have no idea what that means, and I don't know what the hell is.
And I'm sure collecting all of them, you'll feel better at the end.
I bet you I don't.
So that's what the holy symbol looks like. A mouth with legs coming out of the side and the bottom.
It's almost like a spider.
Almost like a spider, except it has 9 instead of 8.
Ah, so that's a leg, is it? At the bottom?
It's a leg.
Ah, okay.
But he's saying it's a novel god.
Well, he's known as the god of destruction, disaster, and wrath.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing good about this guy.
His enemies are Abadar, Asmodeus, Calistria, Desna, Gozra, Lamastu, Pharasma, Serenray, Shallan, Torag, and Zon Kothon. Basically all the gods of Varisia.
He gets on with everybody equally well.
But not Gorham.
But not Gorham, and not the drunken god. That's correct. And he has no allies.
I was going to say, it doesn't surprise me he's not against Kane because he wants to go down with gone before was imprisoned.
Well, yeah, the thing is, though, my character doesn't know that, which is why I've got no knowledge religion, so... Well, very little knowledge religion. So I'll take it and go away.
You carry around all these religious symbols, but don't actually understand religion.
I think we should call you Benny.
Most of them have been given to me by gods. So, yeah.
And if Rover God gave it to you personally, you'd be worried.
Oh, hell yes. Hell yes.
As you grab it, it wraps around your wrist.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, you said it.
The character's got a smile on his face as he walks away. Oh, yeah.
Rover God has claimed you.
No, I've already been claimed by Ruby. Means nobody else can claim me.
And apparently Demon Lord Hank.
And Demon Lord Hank, yes.
And you do notice that cats seem to be treated quite well in this city. So everywhere Jasper goes, he gets offered drink and food.
Okay.
Which is something Jasper is not used to.
So they recognise Jasper as a cat humanoid as opposed to a cat?
They recognize the feline nature of him and basically treat him as they would any cat.
But they give him lots of milk.
Isn't that supposed to be bad for cats?
It is, yes, unless it's cat milk.
And yet, for some reason, they really, really, really like yogurt.
And cream. They like stuff that we think of as off. Or uncooked.
Mm.
You do see there is a some sort of shrine with 3 claw marks in the town as you pass. And they seem to have great cat idols, 3 of them out the front.
They look familiar.
They are familiar. And you're sure one of them winks at you as you go past.
I've got to find out what's going on here. Let's find somewhere to stay, and then I'm going to come back here and have a chat, if that's okay with everybody.
Good. Yeah. Feel us later.
So yes, we'll find somewhere to stay.
Okay. So apparently you keep getting offers of places to stay every time Jasper's involved. But people don't talk to you if Jasper's not around.
Pick a place, Jasper.
What do the people who are offering places, what do these places look like?
They are tents in the fortified encampment.
And is there sort of any difference between any of them?
Some are bigger than others. Most of them smell.
They're all full of orc.
There's orcs, kobolds, goblins, trolls, a couple of giants here and there, probably a couple of centaurs here and there. Lots of cats strolling through the area.
So the place isn't all bad.
And everyone seems to give cats right of way, which is really interesting because the cats rarely go in a straight line.
Mm. Whoa.
And occasionally you see someone standing waiting for the cat to get off him. So what sort of place would Jasper move towards?
Probably one of the larger places, given that we have all our horses and our party's quite big. But also a place that looks like it has a nice stables or type thing. Because Jasper will probably shack up with the horse.
So you find a bunch of stone giants who have one of the cleanest looking places around. Instead of a tent, they literally have a stone teepee they've built. And apparently they have an empty animal yard.
You're looking for fresh food.
Yes.
We've stocked their larder.
So it's like, oh, this place looks perfect.
Does Jasper speak giant?
No.
So it looks like Willie's translating.
Yes. What would you like to say to these giants, oh mighty cat person?
Your place looks most fitting for our party. Would you allow us to stay the night?
They've already offered.
Oh, they've already offered?
That's what I said. You were saying you were selecting from those that offered.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry.
You could still say in those terms simply because you're being humble.
Jasper is slightly on the more humble side, so he'd probably still go with that.
Okay, so they do offer to stand guard and leave you on keep visitors away.
Oh, that is most generous of you. Thank you.
As you see, they clear out the other giants from the stone tents and basically post them outside the area, making everyone else walk further around.
Stone giants like it.
So how tall are the giants?
Okay, so
You're a little bit taller than Jasper and Garfol.
just a tiny bit.
Asbin doesn't even come up to their kneecap.
Oh shit. So they really are
Good.
giant.
No. I just that made them smaller than I thought they would be. I was looking at sort of ankle.
Oh
But,
shit.
Well,
Hill giants, you'd come close to their waist because they're the smaller versions of them, but they can go up to the same sort of height, whereas these look like juvenile stone giants.
Fuck. Okay.
Of course, you haven't really gone into stone giant society much.
Not at all, in fact.
Okay, so now that you're resting, who wants to explore Erglin?
I do!
Origin.
Oh, Jasper will join.
Jeff's not going anywhere without Jasper.
Yeah. He's the golden ticket, if you will.
Garfol's happy to stay at the giant encampment to basically update the map from the travels and things like that.
Okay, so
Yes, and I will stay and supervise the gnome.
I'm sure he likes to be told and have his drawings corrected.
No, actually, I will take up an interest in his cartography skills.
Garfol's most amused at the idea that Hughes was thinking it was so good to be away from the gnome for a week while he went and now spending all the time he possibly can with Garfol.
He missed you.
Yes, yeah, you happen to be the lesser of the two evils.
Okay, so where is Willie taking the others before they lead?
I want to go and have a look at this church, or shrine, or whatever the hell it was.
Okay.
Were you also after slaves? A slave?
Yeah, I'm going to leave that to the gnome. Go and get us a slave. Go and get us someone who can... Because he knows where he's going.
But you're the only one who can talk to him.
No, there's... I mean, you're going to bound to find somebody who can speak more than just giant. Especially if they're dealing with slaves.
Cool. Does Saffron happen to speak Orc?
Does Asbin speak Orc?
Okay, well, I did. Actually. No, there was a half orc in our group, wasn't there?
Yes.
There was, yes.
Well, there was actually a full orc in our group.
Yeah, but the half-orc as
I'm
well.
talking about the one that When I talking about when I was lost in the maze or whatever.
That was not a half orc.
What was that? What was
That was a full orc.
Oh, it was a full orc. I thought it was a half orc.
No, it was the half orc that died before you joined the party.
Yeah. Doozer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I would speak a little orc, but it'd probably be more of very basic, probably some swear words or something, whatever that he would have stated.
So, wouldn't if you're speaking a little orc be speaking goblin?
Terrible.
Hey, you got to
I
throw
don't
those
think
jokes
it's
in.
going to do that. Garthok could have a little walk.
Okay, so you find your way back to the shrine with the 3 marks like your face.
So, did Willie say that he was expecting Garthok to find the slave, the guide, or was he assumed that was happening?
No. When I left, I would have just said, if you guys could organise a guide, whether it be a slave that will free once they've guided us, or whatever. I'll leave that to you guys.
And you're taking the ticket of free passage.
Yeah.
What?
I.e.
I know.
Jasper.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the problem?
Well,
Work it out. I mean, come on, guys.
this one shouldn't be seen out of the mouth as much as possible.
Well, then Zarthrop can go and do it by himself, can't he? I mean, it's just the purchase of or hiring of a guide.
Yeah,
Or do you
you're
want?
You're taking the ticket of free passage.
All right, wait until we get back then. Jeez, as I walk away, I'm like, geez, you can't get these guys to do anything. What the hell? No creativity, no think outside the box. Just
And you just hear a voice in the back of your head going, "Yeah, you should kill them."
Okay, just going. As much as I want to tell you to shut up, there's a certain amount of truth to what you're saying.
You hear another horse nicker in the background.
But yes, I want to go to this. Temple or shrine or whatever.
Okay,
It is.
it seems to be one of the few stone buildings in this area besides the stone giants. And there seems to be lots of offerings and many cats outside.
Cool.
Once you get past the crowds, there's lots of domestic style cats. A couple of mountain cats.
The hell is a mountain cat?
Mountain lions.
Okay.
Puma.
Oh, okay.
Snow leopard.
Okay. I'll look around for a priest of some sort, or
Okay, you can see someone moving around just inside, saying, "Oh, Willie, you're here. You should come in."
okay, that's not disconcerting at all.
And it is a sounds like a human female.
Okay, sure. I walk up and try to get a view of who I'm speaking with.
You've never met them before.
Okay. How do you know who I am?
Oh, you took my place, she said.
I took your place.
She introduces herself as Lady Dawn.
As soon as you said she was female, I went, really? Okay. I go, took your place. In what way?
You joined the group as their Pathfinder when I chose another path.
I thought you was going to say that she was his wife's first choice.
I was meant to be the 2IC of the Hell Knights.
You're supposed to be the wife.
No. What's this? Like, what's going on?
She is the high priest of the Demon Lord Hank.
And who's he when he's at home?
A rather nice guy who has 3 cats working with him.
Okay.
Looks mostly human sometimes. depending on how he feels about you.
All right. She doesn't have like.
Nope.
Nope.
And she says, apparently you're the chosen one. She has a medallion looking like your face.
So is it the medallion's just like the 3 cut? Oh, sorry, yeah, the 3 cuts, or does it actually look like my face?
It has your
with 3
face
cuts?
with the shocked look on it, and then the 3 lines down it.
They could have used a better sketch.
They could have. They probably did. They then used artistic license.
Yeah.
So that Hank guy that I keep running into,
Yep.
that's Demon Lord Hank.
Yep, you're his chosen.
Why does everyone choose me?
Well, because apparently you've just got that vibe, she says.
You're the Pokemon of choice.
Yeah.
They've got to catch me all.
Yeah.
I choose you.
Apparently you're
Okay.
easy, she says. Anyone can catch you.
I kind of look at my wrist with the rubber gog and go, yeah, I can see how that works. Yeah. I didn't realize he was a god. Is he a god? He's a god.
Yes, he's a god.
So, but he's called a demon lord.
Hey, he liked the title. His friends gave it to him.
Oh.
One of them's a pirate, sailing through the astral seas on a ship of bone.
The one with the vorpal axe. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cats will continue to visit you, though they seem to be letting you enjoy your new plaything.
What plaything?
The demon horse. Make sure not to get between another cat and its plaything.
You don't mean Jasper, do you?
Well, yes, they do know Jasper.
Okay.
Do the cats speak like the cat folk language? The Amaran?
Lady Dawn does.
Absolutely.
But is that who we're speaking to at the moment?
That is who you're speaking to at the moment.
Oh, okay, well then, yes, I've happily conversed to her in Amaran.
You find she is far more proficient with it than you are.
Just a bit shocked.
Yeah, well,
by that,
yeah. Jasper speaks alley. Lady Dawn speaks.
That's a good call. That's a good call.
Okay.
She speaks to like the fancy Amaran.
Oh, while the two of them talk, I'll just have a wander around and have a look around.
You do see a couple of images of you around the shrine.
That is so just.
Some of them with you with 3 cats, some of them with you with just 1 cat. Sometimes just a different cat. And then there's one with you on a flaming horse with wings.
A flaming horse with wings?
Mm-hmm.
Does it look familiar?
Reminds you of the Sandpoint Devil.
I'm riding it.
Jerky. If you take the wing off.
Yeah, so you've been through a desert with a horse named Jerky.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's kind of answered questions, and
there's even another one with just you in an arena with a giant werewolf.
I ask. Okay, what's that about?
Oh, that's a thing that may have happened and may still happen.
I'm assuming it looks vaguely familiar.
It does.
And I go, but he was killed.
She says, not all things that die remain dead.
I go, but what?
And all living things may have things that look like them.
Uh-huh.
Just because one has died doesn't mean another will not come.
So,
Well, if he does come, he's likely to be very angry with me.
so he's got a grieving twin.
Yeah, you killed my brother! No, I didn't kill your brother. That bleached gnome killed your brother.
Maybe it's father. And he might be named Indino Montoya.
Yeah, you killed my brother. Do you know anything about him? About it, them?
They're a werewolf.
Do you know if they, like, who they worship?
No, but apparently they have a grudge against you.
Everyone's got a grudge against me.
She doesn't.
Yet.
You haven't known me that long.
Yeah, you haven't known me that long. Good call.
Lord Hank still likes your chat, she says.
Okay. Well, I guess next time you see him, say hi for me.
Oh, sure, she always hears his words. He's always here. Always talking. Apparently he likes watching you.
A comedy show, I guess.
Comedy of errors, comedy of failures, a comedy of fun. Always a comedy, she says.
Alright, well, if you don't mind, I might stop back through on my way back.
You're welcome to come at any point.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, she says. It's always nice to see the chosen one of Demon Lord Hank. I'm sure many of the other temples and religions would be happy to meet you.
Okay.
Not the most fire.
Yeah, he's a very naughty boy. I'll leave, confused. Yeah.
So she does ask, would you like an extra holy symbol for your collection? Apparently Demon Lord Hank says you've been collecting everyone's likeness.
Kind of think I've already got one.
Yes, but hey, wouldn't you want one? And she held up an extra one with you doing the...
Okay, goes. No. No, that's just, no, that's, yeah, nah.
Hey, tell it how the guys at the gate recognised you.
The character thinks back and goes, yeah, it's probably one of the faces I was making at one point. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I'll head off. We'll go back to Zathrop.
As you head back, you seem to have an escort of cats.
Meow.
I mean, I like cats. My character's good. Yeah, I like cats, but this is just weird. This is strange.
And it is funny watching a little tabby hissing at someone and making a troll about 10 times its weight or more skip out of the way.
But yes, we'll go back and grab Zathrop.
Okay, so yes, you make it back to the camp without any problems.
Are you ready to acquire a guide?
I'm gonna try.
Awesome. Lead on.
Okay.
Let's get into a bidding war for a slave. I mean, a guide.
Garthop will start wandering fairly aimlessly around the campsite because, hey, other people in the party know a lot more about the place than he does at the moment. So, but basically looking for either, well, possibly slave pens, but also whether there is actually any likely facilities or locations where one might acquire the service of a guide, possibly a nice cabin.
There are lots of signs in Orcish.
I mean, Parry can read.
Well, that's right. They're meaningless as far as Garthop's concerned, so again, he's wandering around the town fairly aimlessly.
Ignoring all the scribbles. As Perry, what does Perry do as Zarthrop continues to walk away from the sign saying slaves this way, scouts this way, taverns this way?
Scouts this way.
But Garthop's obviously looking around, like, interested in everything that's there.
I I question saying, are we here to get slaves or are we here to tour the town? Because you just passed about 4 signs that say slaves, guides, information from barkeeps even.
The other one he does seem to go through is death this way.
Yeah, no.
Certain death this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be an interesting to read it. Yeah. Yeah. You know where we're going? Let's have a look then.
Yeah. Go to one that says science guides this way.
Okay, so you find yourself outside a large encampment of orcs.
Way.
And there seems to be a pen of axe beaks.
Oh.
Yes, they look friendly.
Okay, a big burly matron comes up to the group staring down at them. She's sitting about 8 feet.
She's
My goodness.
Not quite a full foot taller than me.
But hey, you could probably fit 4 of you side to side to how
Oh,
bulky
yeah.
she is. And she doesn't look like she's put anything on. That just looks like all muscle.
Mm.
No wastage at all.
My character sort of puts his hand behind Parry and pushes him forward a little bit.
Hey, pretty boy, she says, have you come to serve?
Come to serve?
Oh, you have? Okay, well, this way then, she says.
Way.
Remember, your safe word is pineapple.
Pineapple.
She's surprised they sent such a twig to serve the orcs, all the orcs here. They all need their muscles rubbed down.
Well, listen. My services don't come cheap.
But so they shouldn't, as long as they each get a happy ending, she says.
Mm-hmm.
Great. And welcome to Pip by Mage.
So she says, usual
Yeah,
rate,
we're
she
the
says.
guy that apparently was indicated had to come here. You can tell where we were going if you find the sign to come here. So he knows the place.
I did.
And she says,
Yeah.
so the usual rates?
Would require a favor of one of your best scouts to help us through this area.
She gives you a wink, that sort of favour?
Hopefully Harry can learn enough that we're moving out of Belton into Ursula is the next stage.
Yes.
Okay, so I will be giving Parry a performance roll.
Performance.
I'm sure you won't have
How
performance
long is it old
anxiety.
enough for?
Yeah.
Oh, at least it's better than a con save.
That would be 30.
Okay, so yes, there are many happy with your endings, and I'm sure Jasper will have far more memories he doesn't want.
Yeah. Go
Of
on, Cat.
course, the real problem that Parry's got is this. He left with many happy customers, but it was the last customer that was unhappy.
Okay, and you, after making so many happy customers, you find that you've been introduced to another orc, though she's a lot smaller than the others, coming in at just over 6 feet.
So Parry was jerking off all these orcs, was he?
Well, he made them all happy.
Oh, okay.
I made them happy. And
Let's not discuss how. What happens in an orc's tent stays in an orc's tent, buddy.
Yep.
Though I'm sure the entire party had witness.
Well, no. But you're talking about Parry being involved. Nothing Parry's involved in stays where it happened. He'll tell you all about it.
Okay, so she is a half orc and apparently half sister to Dooza.
Oh. I'll introduce myself as a ex-companion of Dooza.
She pities you for the having to deal with Dooza's leftover stuff again. Yes, he says he seems to leave a lot of unfinished business around.
Well, from what I understand, he's serving Gorham.
Yes, such a disappointment to the family, she says.
You don't worship Gorham?
If you worship anyone but Rothergog or Demon Lord Hank, then bad things happen. She's more of a Demon Lord Hank person. But then again, being half human does help. He does tend to favour humans. Apparently they taste better.
Okay. My character's hoping that this orc is kidding.
She doesn't look like she's kidding.
Yeah, he's still hoping.
She says, so apparently you need a scout.
Yes, we are travelling... Where are we travelling to again, Gnome?
We're travelling to Utkalav, to the northern bay of Lake Carthen.
But how quickly do you need to get there?
Well, sooner's better than later, but I mean, as far as I'm aware, there's no overwhelming urgency.
Well, sometime in the next 5 years, apparently.
Like I said.
Well, if you want her to take 5 years, she can take 5 years, but she thinks that's a rather roundabout route.
No. How long, what are our choices and what's the time periods we're looking at?
Well, if you're in a rush, she can try to get you there within about 2 weeks, though you run the risk of not making it to your destination.
Not making it why?
Well, there are a lot of people that you'd have to talk your way through.
In fact, in the sense that the risks are much... a speedy route is a risky route.
Okay, and what's the other option?
Probably take 3 to 4 weeks and avoid most of the entanglements of civilization. Or not so civilization as the people may be.
When we're talking about Utkalav?
Talking about all the locations between.
That's right. I suspect, as far as possible, we want to avoid the inhabited areas, if inhabited is the right term.
Yeah, 3 to 4 weeks I think is doable.
Okay, and do you have a price in mind, she says? How much are you willing to pay for this?
Since we don't have any gold, Martin.
Well, do we have any, as characters, do we have any concept of what would be expected going rate?
Well, you probably have about 50 to 100 gold each as stipends from the Pathfinders.
Okay. What
But
would
do
be?
we have an idea as to what would be an expected or reasonable rate? Is like a society check or something?
Decent expert, you would say at least a gold a day, depending on how much you want them to take the job.
So, bare minimum, what we're saying, 15 gold, 14 gold for 2 weeks worth of travel.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Well, probably more like 30 gold, because we're probably not going to try and travel fast.
3 to 4 weeks is what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Well then, yeah, 30 gold.
So 30 gold would roughly be your minimum
Yeah.
for getting a skilled person to help you.
And that to get there,
And back again.
do we have to get back again? And are we coming back by the same pathway?
I'd imagine so. So, if you said 30 days there, 30 days back, 60 gold. If you want someone good, round it up to 100. How does that sound to people?
Yeah, 100 sounds good.
I ask her.
Parry's a charitable question, saying, wasn't what I did the 10th payment?
Well, she says yes, it got you the best guide.
Exactly. It was payment for the advice.
Ah.
Or the introduction.
She says you did make it a rather exceedingly happy ending for many of them, so she does approve. Just that she's not going to shake your hands.
she liked to see people enjoy themselves and put the effort into their work.
That's hilarious. Even if Parry hadn't jacked people off, she's making it sound like he had.
Yeah.
There's like 20 really happy orcs back there. You're like, what the hell?
Listen, Parry got trained in athletics and just was doing some massaging, okay? Just leave it at that.
Parry comes out, he's all glazed.
Yeah.
He's usually glazed.
I am glazed.
Yeah.
I always sparkle in the sunlight.
Good for the skin.
Yeah.
That's just wrong. But yeah, I'll say to her, how about 100 gold? How does that sound?
She says 100 gold sounds good. So when do you need to leave?
Does anyone want to hang around for any reason?
Other than the fact that we've been travelling all night already.
Well, we're going to rest tonight. But is there any reason?
Rest.
Any reason we want to hang around for any longer than and leave in the morning? I guess.
Well, are we still technically going through desert? Like, is it better to travel at night or day?
She says better to travel at night. And you are going through desert for at least a number of weeks.
Yeah. So then, depending upon how long it's taken during the day so far, whether or not we're leaving tonight or tomorrow night, I guess is the question. Does Garthok have to leave tonight? Because he'll spend most of his time dozing on Giant anyway if he's too tired. So.
Yeah. Alright, well, if we snooze, I guess, for the rest of the day, we can leave tonight. Get in!
Will the Giants be upset at starting hospitality?
She says they'll cope. Okay, so she does say it will probably take her some time to get to a location where they can get some river transport. Most of you are not wanted by the Orcs at all, she says.
Not as far as we're aware.
And we see that your handsy friend is quite happy with Orcs, so we might be able to trade that for some services.
I mean, I get the impression that some of them are wanted by the Orcs, i.e. Harry.
Look,
They love him to stick around.
They did ask if they can buy him.
Do you want to sell yourself, Parry?
Look at that, you could be earning a golden day. If you can get an expert.
Pretty sure that's the path that we shouldn't run down.
Yeah.
You don't see that being the heroic pastime for a Pathfinder?
Harry will explore the lands when he gets to new areas, yes, but he won't make a living out of it.
He's too thick with staying in one place for too long.
Yes. Haven't you seen the paternity list in Runelords?
And I'm sure some of them have truth to them. Okay, so you get a quite a good montage of someone leading you through all the safe spaces of the pass, paying off some of the people who don't actually want to let you through. Parry disappearing for some time to help with the payment.
Okay.
And after about 2 weeks, you'll find yourself at a place she calls Fort Marine. She says, has any of you got any connections with IMED?
Is Harry a nice guy? No, nice girl.
Yes, she says goddess, not guy. She
Okay.
says. As you'll be catching a transport from Fort Marine down to the great inland lake of yep, and then heading up north into Avalon Bay until we can take the Danvers River up to Rosenport. Should only be another 2 weeks going that way, but you'll avoid most of the Eustaffen border patrols.
Where are we catching up with the group that we're supposed to be travelling with?
At Ravenport.
Ravenport. Okay.
Or Rovenport, as the thing is, because it's an O, not an A. And as it's hit 10:30, I'll say at the 4 weeks mark, you arrive at Rovenport.
Nice.
Just in time to meet up with your contacts, who you will speak to next session. So yes, it's good to have a guide.
It is.
After you made the Orcs so happy, they gave you their best.
Well, Parry's
Just out of curiosity,
the MVP.
when did Dooza pick up Giant and Puppy?
She picked up Giant from Roderick's Cove, and she started off with Puppy.
Yeah, Puppy from the start, and then Giant from third level, I think.
Okay, so it's not like Dooza's sister would recognise Giant.
That is correct. But hey, I'm sure Dooza doesn't know all of his siblings.
I mean, it's not like Zarthop ever knew Dooza, so he basically appropriated Giant off
My my cold dead corpse.
No, because Mark Core, I don't know what his name was, but basically took care of Puppy and Giant.
From Scar, yeah.
Scar, right, yeah. And then, Garthrop claimed Giant off Scar.
And hey, you had an interesting side trip getting you to the location of the story. You may spend less time on the story than you did travelling.
Maybe. But
Well, less time on it. I would hope we're not going to spend about. I hope the storyline. I think it's going to take 6 weeks, 2 months, or something.
No, I was actually going to say you might be one session on the storyline.
Yeah.
but there's a lot of flavour and background.
Good.
That was,
Trying to fit in story elements and changes that have happened over the years.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to put it on end credits for you guys and then chat to you afterwards.
Yep.